Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
That's how we start the podcast.
Yeah, I forgot we were live.
Hello. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
Well, I say many words when few good.
All right, so we're going to start the cast in 3, 2, 1. Yo, 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 and hello and welcome to GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast, and on YouTube if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, find friends to play games with, and so much more. This show is 3 BFFs bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jaffa, alongside Brent Bice and Devin Maya.
Well, hello.
Oi.
You know, I feel like at this point you could read through the whole intro as fast as those guys who like read off the disclaimers after like, commercials.
Yeah, just be like, yo, 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 and hello and welcome. Yeah, definitely.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, what y'all been doing?
I went to a wedding. I was in a wedding.
Yeah,
I was part of a wedding.
I was supposed to go, but
Those are fun.
Yeah, my buddy Matt got married to his beautiful wife Tori. Congratulations, Matt and Tori.
Matt.
Congrats.
Yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. We had a lot of fun.
If you do listen to this show, Matt, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I didn't have a vehicle. I tried, but I was supposed to ride with your brother, but I think he didn't realize that, like, because he told me like forever ago, and he was like, "Yo, I'll be coming through. I'll pick you up," but I don't think he realized that's not how weddings work. Like, he had to be there for shit and stuff, and so
yeah, he got there really early too.
He had to be there
for several days,
dude. I like after I was in my brother's wedding, like as soon as he said that, I was like, "There's no way," because he's gonna have to be there like super early and do all this shit. But I was just like, all right, like cool. And then it came around, and he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And I was like, all right. I was like, it's all good. I'll try and I was like, I'll text Brent, and then Brent's like, I'm a groomsman. I'm like, fuck. I was like, okay.
I probably could have still come and picked you up. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you needed.
No, I didn't want to put that on you.
You would have been there all day though.
I know. I didn't want to put that shit on you as well. So I was like, all right. And so we only have the one vehicle, and Brittany needed it for work, so it just didn't work out. So I apologize, Matt, for not showing up, even though I RSVP'd. But
I don't know, Matt. Sounds like no.
Had to do what I had to do, but congrats though.
Enjoyed the wedding though.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Open bar. No.
It was an open. Well, there was it was actually. I don't want to say it was cooler than an open bar because not a lot of things are cooler than an open bar. But they had this guy pull up with what was called the tap truck, and it almost looked like he had converted like a hearse or something into like he pull up, right? And there's like taps sticking out the side of this fucking like hearse. You know what I mean? And like he just parks the fucking truck, and then you like start pouring beer. It was great.
Was it unlimited? Like,
yeah, it was. Well,
that's technically
there was a limit. You know
what
I mean? Because we ran out of beer.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
As much as the hearse could.
We drank all of the beer, but
y'all drank a hearse full.
There was nobody.
The hearse is there to like take you to your fucking grave, like after you drink too much. Yeah.
Dude,
nice.
That's a lot. It sounds like
it was a lot
of
fun. Yeah, we drank a lot of beer. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm not a huge beer fan, but like if it's a fucking open bar, I'm drinking beer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's going down.
Definitely. I'm with you on that. That's me too. Like, I'm not a big drinker in general, but like if it's free.
You better keep that hearse open. But yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
That's what's up.
What have you guys been doing?
So my technically step great grandmother, she just turned 100.
Damn!
Wow!
Yeah, 100.
Did y'all?
Congrats.
Never mind. I almost made a horrible joke. I'm sorry.
No, we gotta hear it now.
I was gonna say, did you get the hearse beer?
Okay, no. So one of the things that was like kind of, it was like a big party they had like at their local church and whatnot in this little town called Seadrift. But the really weird thing was like, it was kind of like a send off / funeral, and I was like, this.
Were they still there? Just.
Yeah, Nanny's sitting. We call her Nanny. She's adorable, and she's still like really sharp. For like 100, she's fine. She can still like get around, and she's like mentally really.
That's awesome.
They're like, okay, this is definitely the last one.
but no, like they, I don't know if because they're all like older ladies that live in the town with Nanny and whatnot, and like they all go to church, and they made like this video, and it was almost exactly like the video you would see at a funeral. And I was like, what?
Damn,
well, most of their friends are probably dead.
Well,
that's true. Yeah, it's got to suck being the last one around. Like,
I don't know, man. Sign me up.
You probably will be the last one around because, I mean, what, we got the autoimmune disorders.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be sitting, you got to keep doing the podcast after we head out.
I will.
Brent just shows up like once a week. And, like, there's just like a picture of each of us. Like,
nah, put my skeleton
like our poor, don't bury us. Just like.
We just have you guys
I'm still wearing my yellow Vans hat. Like, just like.
Dude, my great grandmother was 107 when she died.
Dude.
So there's hope still, and she was sharp all the way till the end. Like it's crazy.
That's gotta suck though, being like super sharp at 107, knowing like just watching yourself in the mirror every day. Like that's my thing. Like at 100. I guess like at that point, I hope I'm not like coherent. Like if I live to be 100, I hope I'm just like. The weird.
She was chilling, dude. Like
just chilling. I'm just like I'm too anxious. Like I feel like at 100, like every time I woke up, I'd look in the mirror and I'd be like, oh no.
I feel like
I've got another day, maybe.
I feel like at 100, you'd kind of be welcoming that.
You think so?
I don't know, man. I think it depends on how I feel,
Yeah.
Like if I feel like I feel right now, then I'm good, Like
I somehow don't believe you're gonna feel like you feel.
I don't think so either.
No,
but like if I'm even
50%,
right. You know what I mean?
Even 50%. Okay.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is like I'm not gonna want to go, but at over 100, I'm gonna be like, all right, when it happens, it happens.
No,
like,
yeah, I'll definitely be happy
with
my like body of work with my life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'll be like, especially like if I'm like 107, everybody's dead but me. I'm gonna be like, all right, I guess.
I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be psyched to see like as much I'm just hyped about technology.
Oh, like, dude, at that point, yeah.
Imagine the crazy shit. Like, I just want to live to see the iPhone 134. You know what I mean? Like,
as
it's not even gonna be the iPhone anymore. It's gonna be like X.
Yeah, as long as we don't end the world, I mean, technology is
just gonna be
really cool. To the point that we could probably reverse aging, in 50 years or something.
That would be sweet.
Oh yeah,
that would be ideal.
Dude.
Or that upload thing where they like upload themselves.
Oh, that show?
Yeah,
you watched that? Yeah.
It's great. It's a
good
really
show.
good show.
Yeah.
You should check it out. It's on Amazon Prime. It's hilarious.
If you have less money, you get like uploaded to like the lesser plan or whatever.
What? I'll have to look into that. That sounds interesting.
It's really interesting.
But yeah, so besides the, kind of funeral vibes of it, it was a really good.
Yeah, congrats
really good
to her.
Together. Fucking had a lot of fried shrimp straight from the Gulf. Delicious.
Sounds good.
That sounds good.
I don't even like shrimp, and that sounds good.
Dude, it was so
you don't
good.
like shrimp? Like at all? Like
I mean, fried shrimp. I like fried shrimp. I don't like shrimp.
I usually don't like fried shrimp as much. Like I prefer like a good grilled shrimp, but I will buck up some fried shrimp.
But dude, this is like an old family recipe on fried shrimp, like the stuff that they soak the shrimp in before they put it in the batter and then fried it. Yeah. So like it is not your everyday fried shrimp.
I want that.
It was so good. I ate myself sick. but yeah, that was my weekend. It was down at the coast. Did a little fishing. I caught the smallest fish I have ever hooked on a hook that was almost as big as the fish.
Dang, how'd he fall for that?
I hooked him in the belly while he was trying to steal my shrimp off my hook.
Damn,
that's just unfortunate.
This fish was like this big, and the hook is like that big. Because I'm trying to catch big fish out in salt water.
Sounds like you just got some extra bait.
Yeah, you should have just kept him on there and waited for the next.
I threw him back out. Didn't catch nothing though.
Dude, you mean you threw out his corpse?
Well, yeah.
That's what I was saying. You should have just kept him on there as bait for the bigger fish.
No, I did. No, I put him back on.
Oh,
the
I thought you meant you just took him off and you're like,
No,
just threw him out.
No, I threw him back out on the hook. Yeah.
Nice. That's what's up. Did you catch a big fish?
No, I didn't. No, my
It gets all quiet.
dude. Even my nanny kind of talked shit this weekend. She was like, oh, because she asked me, she's like, oh, well, you know, how'd your fishing go, boys? Talking to me and Tate, my little brother, and we're like, bust again, nanny. And she's like, oh, I feel like that's the same story I keep hearing every time y'all come down
For the past 107 years.
And we put our heads down. We're like, damn, nanny, like. But yeah.
Men ain't changed in 100 years. But yeah.
But yeah. What
That's
about you,
what's up.
Jamel?
Oh, dude, I've just been nerding. I went to I've been wanting to get a library card for a long time because I found out there's this app called Libby. And if you have a library card, you get access to like
A bunch of audio.
65,000 like audiobooks from whatever libraries around you or whatever, and you can rent library borrow them for whatever time. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to our library. Conroe Library is fucking dope. It's like nice as hell. It's like 2 stories.
I've never been there.
Dude, it's
I
so
heard the
huge.
Woodlands one is really nice too. And
Oh,
live
I can
2
only
blocks from
imagine,
it.
bro.
Like,
Yeah, they got fucking
That's probably
mangas.
fantastic.
They got like graphic novels. They got everything. Like Blu-rays. Like it's
The library is a great place for entertainment. I had a library in Brenham, Texas. The library has like video games and shit you can rent.
Dude, it's fucking like that here. And I mean, it's very weird though, because it's like this really nice, pristine, quiet place, and then you like go around the corner. And there's like crackheads like charging their like phones and shit.
good old Conroe.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, I was like really in the mood to get into like some fantasy novels or whatever, so I went and got some Brandon Sanderson books. I ended up reading Elantris, and I'm reading The Way of Kings now, which like you guys don't know, but I feel like any person who reads books listening to this is going to be like, no, but I just know we don't, I don't normally read books, you know, none of us do, but like, I feel like anybody who does read books is going to be like, oh shit, Brandon Sanderson, you know, because it's like, he's basically like, it's like talking about Marvel, you know, movies whenever you talk.
A well-renowned writer.
Yeah. But very cool books. You know, I don't even like I really don't care for high fantasy stuff, but like the way he writes stuff makes it pretty intense.
Has any of his stuff been turned into movies?
He's writing. Apparently, he's been trying to get a movie made, but every time they hand him like a script, like a screenplay, he doesn't like it. So he's like writing his own screenplay right now for one of his books series, which I think is Mistborn.
That's cool.
Series, yeah, because he wants it to be like perfect, I guess, and they don't want to do it right.
Honorable.
Yeah, but he's big deal. He's like George R. R. Martin, big deal in fantasy, just like not in the brutal way that George R. R. Martin writes things. It's just more of like I'd say it's like a mix between like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and a little bit of George R. R. Martin, like Game of Thrones stuff in there. It's weird how it works, but it's good. He writes good magic systems. But anyways, that's what I've been doing. Just reading like a fucking nerd. Like, dude, I haven't read this much in forever. My brain actually hurts. Like, whenever you just sit there and you just read for like 4 hours, and then you're like, what the fuck? I only read 150 pages. I'm a slow-ass reader, dude.
Yeah.
I really am.
I can get lost in a book. I read kind of slow, but like
You guys can read.
you know, like it doesn't feel slow when I'm reading it.
No,
It's
it
just,
doesn't.
like time just goes by really fast. You know what I mean?
But I can't help to look at the numbers of the pages sometimes, and that like kind of makes me feel bad because I'm like, dude, I'm one of those people like I'll be reading
Immersion breaking almost.
Yeah, I'll read a sentence and then I'm like, wait, what did I just read? And I'll read it again. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh no, I do that too.
I'm like ADHD.
I think
fuck.
no.
Or if I zone out while I'm reading, and then I'll like scroll
back,
like several lines, and then I'll be like, I don't remember anything. My eyes just glazed over. Like,
yeah, that happens sometimes. But I feel like the more I read, the easier it gets. Like faster I get at it. So like it's like something you got to practice, just like anything else.
Your eyes get used to the size and the font, and then you start blazing through it, and then you also like get used to the writer's like way of writing and how.
Yeah,
I would just absorb those Harry Potter books back in the day. Like I would just
Oh,
pick
yeah.
it up and it would just go through my face,
But just-
like
yeah,
fucking just.
Puts his face.
I could never get past the Goblet of Fire for some
Dude,
reason.
The
Same.
Goblet of Fire is the
Same.
best one. Oh, are you kidding me?
Every time I got halfway through that book, and
could
like not even halfway, like when it's just so big, and like
chunky book.
I'm just like, dude, I
Dude,
can't.
I wish every Harry Potter book had been that big. It is a fucking magnificent book. I really think A Goblet of Fire is the best Harry Potter book.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean as far as
story
movies,
wise, yeah,
it's great.
Isn't that the one?
It's the one with the Triwizard Tournament,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I think is probably the single-handed best thing that's ever happened.
Most
in the Harry
badass-
Potter.
Boy, they kill Robert Pattinson.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was sad
Fucking
time.
epic. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much epic shit that happens in that book.
Yeah,
And they go to the Quidditch World Cup. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I
there
feel-
was so much cool shit that happens in the fourth
You get
book.
to see so much of the like outside Wizarding World.
They
that
should
you've
have
never seen
made the
before.
fourth movie a two-parter instead of the
Yeah.
fucking last one.
I feel
You
like
know
the
what I
fourth
mean?
movie is like whenever Hunter x Hunter gets into like goes to the fucking
The video game island.
York New Island,
Oh, yeah.
like or York New. What is it? Yeah, York New. Whenever everything gets dark suddenly, like it's just like Harry Potter's all like,
I feel like that's 3. I feel like the third Harry Potter book was a lot. Actually, no, they're
It's
all
4.
pretty dark. The second one is fucked off. It just feels darker because the movie tone gets darker in the third one, but the actual book
Yeah.
tone gets dark as fuck from like.
oh yeah, I'm
the
talking
second
movie
one.
wise. I'm talking like just film wise.
'Cause
Like
they switched directors in the third movie. Like
Yeah, to David
Chris
Yates, I
Columbus
think.
directed the first 2 movies, and then like when they switched directors, the whole like tone of the movie got
yeah,
darker.
Chris
like,
Columbus did like Home Alone, I think. Like
yeah, you can tell
the-
from the music that. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Then it went to David Yates and shit just got fucking real. No, but like I think it's David Yates, but
Yeah, I have no idea. You could just totally be wrong, and I wouldn't be able to correct you because I have no idea.
But yeah, I feel like the third one didn't get that dark. Like it had a darker tone, but the fourth
Well,
one.
the third book isn't like the darkest book in the series. Like
No.
it's just like the way that they shifted and they made the Dementors look, and like there was the actual movie like just looked literally.
It looked dark.
It
yeah,
looked literally
totally. Yeah.
darker. Like it
That's
was
what I
like
mean.
like the lighting and stuff was actually darker. Like
Correct.
you
But
know?
I just mean like the death and getting real and shit started in that one. Like whenever like kids were always dying in it, which was kind of fucked up. But like it had like this like weird like it's still okay kind of feeling. Like and then
yeah,
like the fourth
like in
movie.
Chamber of Secrets, like we all got turned to stone. Maybe we got fixed. Maybe we
yeah, we don't know. But yeah, in the fourth one,
didn't
he
one
dies,
kid-
and then his dad's just like, "My boy," and like everybody's just like, "Oh fuck, he's dead!" Like you're just like, "Oh god."
Even
I mean,
though
to
there
be
had been several deaths.
Yeah. But there was no like straight up traumatic like seeing the
Yeah.
family member freaking out like that he
Yeah.
was dead, you know? Like, it's-
Aside from like murdering Harry's whole family in front of him. as
yeah,
a-
but it's just like you see like oh
impact.
no, yeah, you don't see Harry just like oh my god, my mom, you know, like he wasn't aware at that time.
Yeah.
Like it's just weird seeing like this dude, his only son, just get murdered by, you know, like he has
who
no
shall
more
not
kids. It's over. You know, like he's out of the story. He's just gone.
Yeah,
That's
I
kind of
got you.
fucked up. His
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
family, his whole bloodline is gone
No,
now.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah,
you know?
it's just
You
like
make a lot of valid points.
I'm just saying, she got real. All right, but like, and
How the
yeah.
How the fuck did we get here?
Harry Potter, dude, it's a real thing. No, but
Oh, from the
books, yeah.
Brandon, what was his name again?
Brandon Sanderson. Yeah, if you end up wanting to read some good shit, I know you like high fantasy. Definitely read The Way of Kings.
But
It's
I'll
one of
definitely
the.
have to look
It's
into
really fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, currently playing. Let's get into that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing a little Liza P. I've been
Same.
lying that P. Lying to that P.
Why you lying to it? No. How far are you currently?
I'm not that far.
Me either.
I probably only beat like 3 bosses.
I got stuck on the
A rapier's at +4, if that is any
I think mine's
indicator
at
of where
3.
I'm at right now.
We're pretty close. I killed the baton like
shit
cop
hard.
boss, dude. it's
I killed the
impossible.
cop boss. Yeah, I killed him. I think he might have been the last guy I killed, or maybe.
I ended up having to use one of those fucking whatchamacallits where you get like a buddy to come in.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, the game gives them to you. You might as well use them, dude. You know
Well, I was trying to be a badass and be like,
no being cool on this
You
one.
can't,
dog.
dude.
You gotta fucking roll.
dude, the fucking I felt like a piece of shit doing it because like after I beat him, I was like, man,
You're talking to the guy who played through Elden Ring with my mimic fucking up literally everything. Like fucking.
I will say on Elden Ring, for the most part, I
was a
think only
great
2 or
summon.
3 bosses I used my mimic.
I will say this: I didn't even get the mimic until New Game Plus. Okay, so and I did use spirit summons like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think Elden Ring is designed to be played that way. You know what I mean? Like it just is. If you're not playing co-op, then they design it.
Yeah, but it's
where
like an honor system type thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go in, you feel bad when you don't beat the boss, like just like a fucking maniac.
Some of
like,
those bosses just literally just stomp the fucking the spirit guy. Like it doesn't even matter.
dude, not
like,
even that. So like, not
Like
even,
he comes out all spirity and swinging his swords, and then the boss just. And he just
Dead. One hit.
yeah, but he's like he's a distraction. You know what I'm saying? No, but
No, yeah.
Liza P though, like literally, there is it's like a fraction of a fucking 1 frame is your block window, like to do not a parry because there's no parrying. It's called like a
Perfect block.
Perfect block.
It's so annoying. dude.
And then not only
I mostly try to dodge those. If you're a dexterity build and you're stay
dex,
light,
yeah.
you can't be slightly heavy. But if you have your like weight and like the green, then most of the time you can dodge the undodgeable attack. You know,
but it gets so annoying just dodging. Like that gets old. Like I want to be able to perfect block, but then it's like when you perfect block.
Sekiro had it perfectly.
Yeah,
The problem with the perfect block system is that like you take half damage or whatever. It's not worth taking half damage
to
like,
then hit them and get your. But the thing is,
it would be better if it like broke your.
you don't take
something,
you don't
know
take
what I
half
mean?
damage for a perfect block.
No, that's what I mean. Like you're never gonna hit the perfect block all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost not worth attempting the perfect block because like. You're gonna fucking take half damage if you fucking hit a normal block, blocking in general is just not worth doing because of that. You know what I mean? Like
you can get some of your health back though. If you block and then you immediately start hitting, it gives you some of your health back. But like if you don't hit a perfect block, but the thing is with the perfect block. You don't just have to perfect block to stagger him. You have to perfect block, then use a R button hit the like what's it called, like a heavy hit. Like, so you have to perfect block. Okay, got the perfect block. Now I have to heavy hit. Okay, now he's staggered. I have to hold R.
I have been doing the heavy. The heavy hit is essential. When you see that fucking bar light up, you gotta go for the heavy hit. And that's why the Dex build is better than the other builds because if you have like a heavy weapon, like I have another sword that's actually really good. I actually think I must have fought another.
The great sword?
I fought another boss after the one. But yeah, I have this like dope fucking great sword thing.
Yeah.
I have a shitload of weapons. There's a lot of weapons in this game, and I really like it. And you can mix them up. But I've got this really cool dexterity like great sword. You know what I mean? And I've got it pretty well, powered up, but like you're slow with it. You know what I mean? So whenever that bar pops up, most of the time
you're gonna miss it. Yeah.
Most of the time it's a lot better than the rapier, but like whenever that bar pops up, you're gonna miss it, and you can't afford to miss it in a boss fight. If you miss that bar, then you miss your window to win, basically.
Though it does so much more damage than the rapier. The rapier is just like ding, 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 ding. Like it's just like.
Yeah.
Like so much of them. Like, bro, I'm gonna be here all fucking night just poking you. Like and that it's still a good game. It's just way too fucking hard, and like I'm just not willing to put the effort into it because it's not a FromSoft game.
I don't know. Just like every FromSoft game, I just run past the part if it's too hard.
Yeah.
Like that's my answer to that shit.
Yeah.
I just run past it and then come back to it later if I need to.
My thing is like I feel like FromSoft gets a FromSoft buff from me, where like even if the game's really hard, I'll still play it all the way through just because it's FromSoft. With this, like I'm like I don't know who you guys are. You guys haven't earned my respect yet, so I'm not gonna go through all this.
I really like the tone of the game, and like I enjoy what I'm playing. I just don't know if I'm gonna finish it because I've got other things that I plan on doing. Like right now at home, first of all, I'm finally making money again. thankfully.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
And but right now at home, I just bought and downloaded the fucking Cyberpunk expansion, and I got the fucking Resident Evil expansion. So I'm just gonna be doing some fucking expansion packs this next week.
When does Cyberpunk come out?
Tonight.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And then
The 2.0 update is already out.
yeah,
for
I
it.
was just about to say I actually tested it out a little bit. They have a new driver out if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, but it's like it's pretty cool. It's got the ray reconstruction or whatever, and I didn't really understand what it was gonna do, but like you can turn it on and turn it off, and it makes it look less like blurry or something. Like the ray tracing, especially in like a game with like path tracing, you know what I mean, like Portal RTX or fucking Cyberpunk or something. Like
Yeah.
I guess like they use in a normal ray tracing situation, they go through and they try to like filter out the like fuzziness like manually, you know what I mean? But like they're using AI to do it with the fucking DLSS 3.5 or whatever, so it's like super accurate, and like there's like the shadows are deeper and everything's more crisp, and like the reflections have more depth to them and stuff. Like it's really impressive, like especially when you turn it on and turn it off and like look at it back to back, because it's like
What's the performance load on it?
the performance load is negligible. Like it makes
Really?
almost no difference with it on or off. Like I've noticed, like there's like maybe a 2 frame per second difference or something.
Oh
like,
shit.
but like you can mix it with frame generation, so you can have like super high frame rates. You know what I mean?
This is too much. Like,
Yeah, I've been meaning to download it. I still just been hooked on Starfield, but like I saw that the 2.0 came out, and I was like, oh, man, I've been wanting a reason to get back into Cyberpunk and just kind of give it another. I was thinking about just doing a fresh go.
I've noticed, like, okay, I loaded up my old playthrough, right? Like the one I've
Yeah.
got like 100 hours in. And, like, it's completely, like, discombobulated my skill tree. Like, I have to, like, reallocate my whole, like,
Oh, okay,
all
that's
of my
good.
skill points. So, like,
I'm glad we
I'm
get,
actually
like, a
kind of
free
excited.
reset, yeah.
So I got, like, 46 levels worth of fucking skill points
Hell
to, like,
yeah.
go through and do.
Yeah, because
so.
they reworked every branch.
Yeah, apparently it's
like,
supposed to be really cool. I'm
Yeah.
actually kind of excited to check it out whenever
Like-
I get home. But I also got the Resident Evil Separate Ways DLC for
Oh,
Resident
yeah.
Evil 4, so I'm kind of hyped about that. That's supposed to be like an 8-hour thing also, and that is only fucking $9.99.
nice.
If you got Resident Evil 4, you might as well snag that for fucking $10. I mean, it's like a
How
whole
much-
new game basically. Like that's like the same length as Resident Evil 3 if you think about it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
It's a
How much
long-
was the Phantom Liberty?
Phantom Liberty was 30.
30.
But
yeah.
that's supposed to have like 30 hours worth of content and shit. It's
$1
getting
an
really,
hour.
really good fucking reviews and stuff. So I definitely wouldn't sleep on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cool. Hell yeah.
Cyberpunk feels different though. When I was testing it out, I shot some people, and like the cop system does feel a lot better. Like
Yeah.
you get wanted stars like GTA, and they chase you around, and it just feels good. Like it really does feel a lot different.
They don't just teleport right behind you.
Yeah, the combat feels a lot meatier too. Like it feels like a different game altogether.
Well, yeah. So the biggest rework in combat they did was targeted to melee. Like the melee is completely redone.
really,
To where
there's a
like
whole
different
mission
like
where
moves
you like
and stuff you can
remember
do.
the boxing missions?
Uh-huh.
Like I want to go through and do those again.
I did. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like it'd be a lot more rewarding.
I almost
like,
want
with
to
the new
just play
combat.
the whole game over again now
And
that
that's
I've got
what
a
I was
computer
saying.
that can really fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's what I was saying, giving it a fresh go. But also, I mean, I'm still gonna mess with my main character too.
yeah.
But yeah, super excited to give that a try.
Heck yeah.
I don't know if I want to go through those first missions over again with fucking what's his name.
You don't want to lose Jackie boy.
You don't wanna lose
Yeah,
your
I don't want to
tune.
lose Jackie, dude.
I was also thinking about being a girl in the next playthrough because, like, whenever you change your fingernails, like, it fucking changes, like, in the game. So you can actually... It's like the one cosmetic thing you can actually see in the game because, like, you're holding the gun the whole time. You know what I mean?
So
like,
you can change the nail.
you can change
polish?
the nail polish.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure you could do that on a male character.
Yeah, but
too.
I mean, I also would have a whole new set of dialogue, and I could romance Judy instead of Pan Am. You know what I mean? So that would be dope.
Can you romance Jackie
I think you
before he
no,
dies?
No,
because he's
no.
got the girl.
There's a gay love interest and a straight love interest for both sex.
Mm.
So like you can, if you're a straight male, you can either you can romance Pan Am. If you're a gay male, you can romance. I can't remember the.
Wait, so it's limited to just one option per. Wait, are there not other characters like further on in the game? Is it just those?
Those are the only like deep romance connections you can form in the main story. But there's like, hookers and shit you can get, and like brain dances. Like there's lots of like explicit sex stuff you can do in the game. But like,
no, I just meant like actual like dialogue. Like
those are the only ones that are gonna like send you text messages and shit. Like there's, I think Carrie is one of the dudes, and then there's I can't remember the other guy.
Have you ever tried to call Jackie after he's dead?
No.
Like you'll leave him a voicemail. Like I tried calling him and he's like, hey Jack, hey man, I don't even know why I'm calling you. You blah blah blah, and he just like goes through this whole thing and he's just like, I miss you. And then, just like, like damn, they
depressing as fuck.
Yeah, but they put that in there. I was like, that's pretty cool.
I've always respected the little details like that. I think that's always kind of why I like Cyberpunk so much. Whenever it first, it was a little bare bones, but they always had little things like that in the game that made it feel like special.
You can call them throughout the game, and like you just leave voicemails like updating like what's been happening. It's pretty interesting. If you do it like further in the game, you'd be like, man, you would have loved to have been here, and like blah blah blah. It's pretty cool. But anyways,
yeah,
that's cool.
Dope. I've just been playing Starfield.
Still
filled. But at the same time, I haven't really been able to game much this week. So what little time I have had has gone to Starfield.
That's okay. I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 3 as my main game. I didn't even mention that. I'm doing my Evil playthrough still. So.
What about Payday 3, dude? No, I'm just kidding.
I actually downloaded it and then just never played it.
Yeah, I didn't download it yet. I do want to check it out.
Is it on Game Pass?
Yeah, it's been getting terrible reviews though.
Then why?
So. I'm not surprised.
I don't know why I want to download it. I just want to see what it is. Like I never played the old ones.
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah. Who knows? Could be.
Maybe it's
terribly
right up
good.
your alley,
Yeah, dude. I
think a lot of the bad reviews are also coming from the real shaky, like, multiplayer foundations that the game has. Like, I think the online is really fucked at launch. Like, you know what I mean?
I saw people saying it just feels like an old-ass game. But also, they said they changed the whole control scheme, so everybody who loved, like, Payday 2, it's, like, completely flipped. So, like...
Wow. Why?
So if you were used to it, then...
Like, because they had a pretty strong like niche following, and like people that still played Payday 2, and you're just gonna lose that whole.
How do we get rid of everyone?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, let's jump into the video game news. Just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We're simply bringing them all to one place, shoving it in your face. Okay.
Damn.
Big deal here.
I thought you were about to break into a rap.
Yeah.
Coming into place, shove it in your face.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Listen, though.
I could see the want to.
The want. It's there. I say we jump into the big thing real quick, like the leak stuff, because I feel like that's just it's just a big thing.
It's a Wario 64 leak, so it's got a little street cred.
Yeah.
Wario 64 has really made a name for himself.
This wasn't a Wario 64 leak. This was
the Xbox leaks?
Yeah, Xbox leaked it on accident, like their own
This is
lawyer.
Definitely a Wario 64 leak.
No, I'm just talking about who let it out of the bag. Apparently, it was like their own people like were uploading documents for the FTC thing, and somehow like just let it out, like all of this information.
Just hit upload.
Somebody got fired. Somebody got.
Wario 64 put it out, and whoever his sources are probably anonymous. So I doubt anybody got fired.
Well, check it. It says this week several unredacted, highly confidential documents from Microsoft began appearing online. These documents were part of Microsoft's legal case against the U.S. regulator, the Federal Trade Commission. The case was argued back in June, with a verdict reached in July, ruling in favor of Microsoft. The documents in question have revealed highly sensitive information regarding Microsoft's gaming arm Xbox, where its hardware roadmap is in the coming years, and other game developers it has its eye on acquiring. The dive in deeper. Oh wait, okay, here we go. We're gonna dive in deeper. So here's the big things. The Elder Scrolls 6 is an Xbox console exclusive, so that's not really that big of a deal. I mean, I think that was a given.
Not the big thing.
No, these are the nice things. So like for Xbox. So Basically, Xbox has been skirting around that for a while, though. Like, anytime they get asked, they're like, we don't know yet. But apparently, according to these leaked documents, they know for a fact it's going to be just Xbox and PC Game Pass. And then Activision was briefed on Switch successor late last year. So the emails revealed that Nintendo briefed Activision on a next-gen console in December of 2022. So while heavily redacted, one email revealed preparations for a meeting between Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa and several Activision executives, including CEO Bobby Kotick. A note from Kotick, also read aloud during the trial, was visible in one of the emails, noting that the next-gen Nintendo console offers performance more aligned with the PS4 and Xbox One, which is not that great in my opinion. But but anyways, also there was some Xbox mid-generation refresh was leaked.
That puts it at like a Steam Deck level of power, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Not the stuff we were seeing like a couple weeks ago where people were saying like, oh no, dude, they had like a 4K like resolution, 4,000 frames per second.
Proprietary upsampling technology or something.
You know
what I mean?
That's
like,
more than likely what it is. But, okay, and then, so also, despite Phil Spencer saying multiple times that there's no need for a mid-generation refresh of its Xbox Series game consoles, leaked court documents show that Microsoft is planning to launch hardware refreshes for both the Series X and Series S next year. The new Xbox Series X, codenamed Brooklyn, is more compact than the original mode, and like the Series S, it lacks a disk drive. The document also reveals that this console will feature 2 terabytes of storage and 16 gigabytes of RAM, and will come in 100% recyclable packaging. Well, the updated.
Do the other ones not have 16 gigabytes of RAM? What?
I don't.
100% recycled.
Yeah, packaging. No, they did have 16. This is just telling you the specs of it.
Oh, okay.
So it says the updated Series S, codenamed Elwood, it will include 10 gigabytes of RAM. The pricing will remain the same as its predecessors, according to Xbox. But apparently, people are saying that it looks like it's going to be fairly small. The document
Like
notes.
compact.
Yeah, it says the document notes that both consoles will be announced concurrently next summer, with Elwood releasing in August of 2024 and Brooklyn releasing in October of 2024. Xbox explained placing a 2-month release gap between the consoles in order to give Elwood a moment to shine before Brooklyn becomes the more
I'm
sought
really
after
confused about the RAM being a big selling point. Like, why does that matter? And why is that relevant compared to like modern consoles? You know what I mean? Like,
No. All it is a diskless Xbox. That's all it is.
But there's no way the Xbox or the Series S, like, it does. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. All right. Go on. Sorry.
No, like, I don't think the 16 gig. They were just telling you the specs that were in the documents. They weren't saying this is better than what's already out.
No, I know. It's strange because like the current consoles don't have like dedicated RAM. You know what I mean? They have like VRAM that's like built into the fucking, like, it's all shared in one fucking like RAM cache, I'm pretty sure. Like, and I think there's like 16 gigabytes or something. Like, I'm not 100% sure, but like, it just sounds different than what we have right now. You know what I mean?
I thought
like,
that had changed whenever we got to the Series X.
I don't know.
It says the Series X has 10 gigabytes of
VRAM or normal RAM, or do they have different? Like, what's?
Oh no, it has 16. The Series X has 16 gigabytes of GDDR6, and a gaming PC of the same level will have something like 16 GB DDR4.
But we're talking about like a gaming PC would have dedicated, RAM for memory and then VRAM. You know what I mean? Like, this is that just like, what does that encompass? You know what I mean? Is that both?
I guess it's both. I don't know. It says it ships with 10 gigabytes of RAM with 8 gigabytes running at 224 gigabytes per second, primarily to be used with the graphics system, and the other 2 gigabytes.
8 gigabytes of VRAM and then.
Yeah, so the other 2 gigabytes at 56 gigabytes per second to be used for the other computing functions, and 512 gigabytes SSD storage with a raw input-output throughput of 2.4 gigabytes per second.
So it is kind of integrated, like you're talking.
Yeah. So,
anyways, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get into the fucking bells and whistles of the Xbox. It's just interesting to me that that's like a noted spec.
It's IGN.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's going to be like it's going to have dedicated RAM instead of just or instead of the integrated.
Probably free up a lot of processing power if that's the case. You know what I mean? If you could dedicate all the fucking system tasks and stuff to that fucking 12 gigabytes of RAM or whatever, and then fucking free up that much for the video card, bro, that would be. I mean, you basically got a fucking Xbox Series X Pro right there if that's the case. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe they will perform a little better.
Yeah, maybe. But I think the main selling point is that it's diskless. I don't understand.
It'll probably make the menu snappier too if that's the case. You know what I mean? Which I'm sure is.
It's already fast as fuck.
It's probably already pretty good. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, there's like no waiting time on the Series X. But yeah, so interesting. That's coming, next year, closer to the fall. But
that's not even the document I was talking. The Wario 64 document I was talking about.
That's what I was saying. I was confused as to what you were talking about.
Okay, let me read mine real quick. Hold up. This is also very interesting and and very related.
Before we do that, though, there's still a lot more off of this document. Let me get through mine, and then we'll just immediately jump into yours.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So besides the updated consoles, apparently one of the many documents leaked online this week included a 3-year-old document for Bethesda's release schedule prior to Microsoft's acquisition of ZeniMax Media.
Yeah, this is the one right here.
Oh, well, then you can go ahead and do it.
No, go ahead. This is interesting stuff right here.
Yeah. So media in 2021. So this was before they acquired ZeniMax and
This is
Bethesda.
Also pre-COVID. If you look at like the actual schedules, like this was all planned up to like 2023, but COVID pushed everything back like 2 or 3 years. So like
it's like 2 years off on everything.
We're like halfway through the schedule already that they have planned, which makes this all seem more credible. You know,
and it's not even about credibility because this is a legit document.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's gonna happen, but I mean, some of this stuff might have been canceled.
I was about to say it's been a long time since this was written. You know, a lot of things can happen in the industry. You know what I mean? Like it's just a fact that like a lot of this has already come to pass. So it's like it makes it feel like the rest of it probably will too. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, the document included some unannounced games, most notably remasters for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion and Fallout 3. Other information revealed in this document included the fact that Starfield was forecasted to generate $900 million in revenue, though again, this information is likely dated due to the document being published before Microsoft closed its acquisition of Bethesda's parent company.
It also mentioned Starfield DLC specifically, which is pretty interesting.
And also, they put Starfield was supposed to come out literally like last year. So Starfield was supposed to come out last year, and Elder Scrolls 6 was supposed to come out 2 years later, so next year. Like,
holy shit.
So they're off by a long. And the
it mentions a lot of other interesting stuff too, like not just, like the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remaster and the Fallout 3 remaster are obviously the highlights. But there's a lot of really interesting little details in the document. Like they mention a new Dishonored game. And like Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, and like, which honestly I doubt that's gonna get made.
No,
I don't think Ghostwire performed enough. You know what I mean? But there's like a lot of things they had planned on the document. You know what I mean?
The Indiana Jones game was already supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out before Starfield, like according to that document. So that's where I'm like, all right, some things obviously got switched around. Yeah,
I had like it pulled up earlier.
Yeah, go roll or read through it real quick.
And then the last statement we heard on Elder Scrolls 6 was that it was 5 years away?
Yeah, it's in early development.
Yeah.
I know we're not going to see it for a long time, but hopefully we do get those remasters still.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to find the link. Hang on, let me see.
That's all right. You look for that. I'm going to keep reading on through this. Let's see. So Xbox is planning to release a next-gen console. Oh, yeah. Mid-generation console refreshes for the Xbox Series S and X launching next year are not the only hardware ambitions Microsoft has, as the tech giant is planning to launch a next-gen console in 2028. The one document release mentions this new Xbox system will be a, quote, next-generation hybrid game platform with development kits slated to launch in 2027. More interestingly, the document you can view mentions a thin OS for a sub-$99 consumer or handheld devices, implying that Microsoft may release a handheld device dedicated to cloud games. Previous discussions of Microsoft kicking off the 10th generation of game console or systems surfaced during the trial, where the tech giant anticipates the successor will release in 2028. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I got it pulled up. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so the document starts in year 2020 and ends in year 2024. Okay, but this is all pre-COVID. Okay, so this is like a game plan before COVID to go through. So the year 20 has all the stuff that we've already got. We got Deathloop, we got Elder Scrolls Online, we got Fallout Online, we got Doom Eternal DLC, you know, all that shit. Then 2021, that's when shit starts getting a little weird. Starfield, I think Starfield got pushed back for development reasons and because of COVID.
Yeah, but 2021 they were expecting Starfield.
That's when they were planning to put it out, yeah. And then
but then again,
it
did they
also
make
says
this?
Redfall on here, you know what I mean? Which,
Yeah.
you know,
Did come out.
Yeah, but it was also super fucked, you know what I mean?
And also 2022, not 2021. But did they make this just so Xbox would buy them? Like, you know, they were trying to get sold. Like, maybe they like made this document being like, oh yeah, we're gonna have all this shit.
Check it out. We got a big plan.
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
So the rest of the stuff that year, Ghostwire Tokyo, that's another one that actually came out, but was a little fucked. You know
That was
what
also
I mean?
a PlayStation exclusive. So this is strictly Bethesda's ideas.
Yeah, this is Bethesda's ideas pre everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It also mentions Redfall though too. So this is Bethesda playing both sides of the field in their own, you know, world. It has Elder Scrolls Online expansion. They got Elder Scrolls Online expansions pretty regularly, like throughout this. Every single year has a different Elder Scrolls Online expansion mentioned, which I think is pretty accurate. They're pretty, you know.
Yeah,
they put those out
one a
pretty
year,
good,
if not more.
They said more Fallout 76 stuff, and then we go to 2022. You're right. Indiana Jones game was supposed to come out. That's when we get Indiana Jones game. Oblivion remaster. So this is where stuff starts to be stuff we haven't seen before. So
not even revealed yet.
Yeah.
Well, we did see Indiana Jones.
We mentioned
revealed.
Indiana Jones game, but we haven't seen Oblivion remaster, and this is 2022. So I think they're expecting Starfield to carry them because this is like the lightest year, but it also has some really cool shit. So Indiana Jones game, Oblivion remaster, Elder Scrolls Online expansion, Starfield DLC. That's 2022 schedule. And I think that's what we're going to get this next year.
Yeah.
Which is actually dope. I'm cool with that. If
Yeah.
you give me an Oblivion remaster
On Game
and
Pass,
Starfield DLC, bro, fucking let's get
dude,
it, dude.
That's both Game Pass.
But then check it out. We'll go on to 2023.
Yeah, because I never got a chance to play Oblivion, so I'm excited for that.
Check this out. Year 23, we got Doom Year 0, whatever the fuck
Sounds
that
like an
is.
origin, like
Some kind of new Doom game and DLC. It says Project Kestrel, whatever that is. Elder Scrolls Online expansion. I'm thinking Project... Nah, I don't know. I don't know what Project Kestrel...
Does it say who's making Project Kestrel?
Well, this is all Bethesda shit. ZeniMax stuff. So it could be any of the
That's
studios.
probably an online game. If it's yeah, that's the hard part. Because if it's ZeniMax, it's an online game.
Yeah.
If it's
they have a second, like, there's a whole separate side of this that's free to play and mobile stuff that I haven't been talking about at all.
Yeah.
So, you know, but anyways, Project Kestrel, totally up for speculation. Elder Scrolls Online expansion and Project Platinum. A lot of the ones in the later stuff are just vague project names. Then we go to 2024. 2024, Elder Scrolls 6. Project Kestrel expansion, licensed IP game, whatever the fuck that means.
Imagine, like, January rolls around, they're like, guess what? Elder Scrolls 6 this month, like, on Game Pass right now. Like, what if they had two separate teams working on, like, Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 this whole time, and they were just fucking lying to us, like...
That would be sweet, but I doubt it.
I seriously doubt it, but that would be so cool.
I wouldn't doubt that they'll drop the Oblivion randomly, though. I think the Oblivion's going to come, like, real fast after the announcement.
When was the Fallout 3?
Wait, hold up. I'm sorry. I got to get through the 2024
Okay, yeah.
So 2024, Elder Scrolls 6, Project Kestrel expansion. So whatever Project Kestrel is, it's worthy of an expansion.
Yeah, but not a DLC expansion, so that means online game. That's got to be like a Elder Scrolls Online type game.
Anyways, it could be. It could be for sure, but we'll never know.
Yeah.
Licensed IP game, Fallout 3 remaster, Elder Scrolls Online expansion, Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, Dishonored 3, Doom Year 0 DLC. So they seem to have a pretty big year planned for 2024.
Which means 2025. Like if you're going by how everything got like pushed back. Yeah, so 2025 is going to be all that, but the 2024, the year coming up, sounds dope as hell too, with Oblivion and with
Well, no, technically it would be 2026 because everything that happened in 2021 that they predicted is what's happened this past year.
Yeah,
so we're like 2 years behind basically.
One, because 2022 was last year.
This is 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And oops.
No, not X.
It's the end of this year is what I mean, not last year. Like everything that's happened this year happened in this 2021 bracket. So everything from 2023 has happened in this 2021 bracket. So everything in this 2024 bracket I expect to be.
What about 2022? What about that stuff? Did any of it happen yet?
2022, we have not gotten any of that yet. Indiana Jones game, Oblivion remaster. That's what I'm expecting for this
upcoming
year.
That's what I'm talking
2022
about.
is going to be our 2024 year.
Yeah.
And then,
and the 2026 year is going to be our 20.
Damn. It's tough to tell, but yeah.
Hopefully that's all real, because I would kill somebody for an Oblivion remaster.
Yeah, I hope they really really remaster it. I wonder how they're going to do it.
You don't even have to change anything about the actual gameplay. The gameplay holds up phenomenally. Maybe some animations whenever you like whack people with your sword or something.
It'll probably just be in the Starfield engine, like the updated engine.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's what I'm imagining. It's just
the lighting is really good in Starfield. I think you could make Oblivion beautiful with the Starfield engine. You know,
it's a pretty game.
Fucking shout out to the poor bastard that's been modding Oblivion to do it's Skyrim Oblivion remaster.
Oh my god,
Sky Oblivion or whatever.
Yeah, Sky Oblivion. They've been working on it for a long time.
They better put that shit out quick.
Well, they said that they're still. I saw an announcement that they're still going to finish it out, but
I'm sure more people would buy the mod than the remaster.
I'm not.
Fair enough.
True. But also, this one, I feel like people are reading this wrong, but during the trial, it was revealed that Microsoft had its eyes on 100 developers. Microsoft considered acquiring at one point before narrowing it down to 8 studios, including Sega, Square Enix, and Zynga. However, there's another studio Xbox was eyeing, Nintendo. An email from August 2020 revealed that Spencer was, quote, enthusiastic about acquiring the studio behind beloved video game franchises such as Mario and The Legend of Zelda. The Spencer noted in the email that the acquisition, quote, would be a career moment if it happened. The email also revealed that Spencer was interested in acquiring Valve and Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment.
I guess set your sights high.
Yeah. And land on Bethesda. The latter
I mean, you didn't end with a pretty bad result.
No.
You know, like that is,
The latter of which would mean Xbox would own developers such as NetherRealm and Rocksteady. Though the thing is like everybody's like,
you never know if you don't try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they're buying everything. I'm like, no, this is before they had Bethesda. They were just trying to figure out
one of those purchases that you make and then you just can't afford to buy anything else for a while.
You're not getting
Bethesda. There's an astronomical
Right,
amount of money involved in that. Like way more than the fucking Blizzard deal. Way more than the fucking Bethesda deal.
It would never happen.
It's like the Blizzard and the Bethesda deal put together times 3. Like there's no. Like it would, you would have to have so much more money than like a few $1 billion on the table to buy Nintendo. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
also Nintendo would never sell themselves.
Yeah, it's almost priceless
that's
because
what I'm saying.
They have it's the Japanese
even
pride
if they sold
like
out
behind
all
their
their
business.
integrity though, like their company is worth a fortune. Like I mean, they have so much more than just software and shit. Like they
got movies
they're
now.
A hardware company, and their IPs alone are worth like billions. You know what I mean? Like
what I honestly think he was talking about, because if you go and read the email, like they're blowing this out of proportion. One, I'm quite certain he was just talking about getting their games onto the Xbox, like getting Mario games onto Xbox and stuff like that. But it seems like everybody is like talking about it like he wanted to purchase them. But let me see. So, like, just
that would be cool though.
Yeah,
it'd be crazy to see Nintendo games on an Xbox.
Yeah,
So
it'd be cool to see Nintendo's developers let loose with like a Series X, worth of power.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. See, look, here's the email. Takeshi, I totally agree that Nintendo is the prime asset for us in gaming, and today gaming is our most likely path to consumer relevance. I've had numerous conversations with the LT of Nintendo about tighter collaboration and feel like if any U.S. company would have a chance with Nintendo, we are probably in the best position. The unfortunate or fortunate for Nintendo's situation is that Nintendo is sitting on a big pile of cash. They have a BOD that until recently has not pushed for further increases in market growth or stock appreciation. I say until recently, as our former MS BOD member, Value Act, has been heavily acquiring shares of Nintendo. And I've kept in touch with Mason Morfitt as he's been acquiring something. It's likely he will be pushing for more from Nintendo stock, which could create opportunities for us. Without that catalyst, I don't see an angle to a near-term mutually agreeable merger of Nintendo and Microsoft, and I don't think a hostile action would be a good move, so we are playing the long game. But our the long game, oh shit. But our BOD has seen the full write-up on Nintendo and Valve, and they are fully supportive on either if opportunity arises, as am I. Confidentially, we have two fairly active M&A discussions in gaming right now, Warner Bros. Interactive and ZeniMax. I took ZeniMax to the... So this was before they had ZeniMax.
Warner Bros. Would have been a good purchase too, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
You could...
They would have had the
so
Harry Potter
shit,
game.
Dude, like...
Yeah,
the Harry Potter game alone, that would have been a great purchase.
And
there's so much shit.
The Batman games.
Like future Batman games. You'd have the new one coming out too, probably, huh? I know Rocksteady's doing that.
Yeah, but
they're collaborating. Yeah.
No, they're owned by Warner Bros.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm pretty sure.
Produced.
Yeah. But I think they're a studio under Warner Bros.
I don't know.
Okay.
I believe it.
But anyways, I think there was one more thing. Let me go back to the doc here. Next gen console, including new Xbox hardware, including a direct-to-cloud wireless controller. So the leaks also revealed that Microsoft is working on additional gaming hardware beyond that of new consoles. The slideshow from May 2022 shows basic concepts for a few devices, such as a one-hand controller and a mobile controller akin to the Backbone or Razer Kishi. An additional slide in the same document reveals a new game controller currently in the works under the codename Sebile, which, according to, oh man, I hate when that happens. IGN's got the worst website whenever it comes to ads, just fucking destroying everything. Sebile, which according to Xbox will feature direct-to-cloud connectivity. Don't understand what that means. Like, how's your controller going to connect to the cloud?
Yeah,
maybe it's got like a little screen in it or something, and it just hooks up to Game Pass and like cloud streams games or something like the PlayStation Portal.
Maybe so. I think so. The controller. Where's the Sebile? They got little pictures of everything. Yeah. They got a one-handed controller.
Cheap console alternative, you know.
I think the one-handed controller is for like if you're using Game Pass like on your smart TV or whatever. It kind of looks like a remote.
Like a disability like thing, you know.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. Accessibility.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that though. It looks like, see the one on the far left.
Oh yeah, that's. Exactly
it looks like a TV remote.
Like.
Yeah, you can see the different ones. One on the far left there. That's what I'm thinking. Is that's like whenever they go like, oh, Game Pass is on everything now. Possibly, or it's like you guys said. But Sebile, I don't even see the Sebile thing, but apparently they're talking about doing their next gen console is going to be a hybrid console, so we'll see. And then after Sony revealed the technical specifications of the PS5 in March 2020, Spencer wrote an email to Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella and CFO Amy Hood. After half a day of absorbing the information Sony disclosed for its console, Spencer was enthusiastic about what the Xbox Series X and S were capable of, writing that Microsoft was, quote, a better product than Sony has, not just on hardware, but equally important on the software platform and services on top of the hardware. I think he got a little too confident there. While the first few years for Xbox 9th gen consoles paint a different picture, this email was sent out in 2020 before the current generation of hardware was released, not to mention during the trial. But anyways, An email chain shows Microsoft scrambling to fill huge. So this is like a little bit after that. In May 2022, an email chain between senior Xbox executives, including Spencer, Matt Booty, and Sarah Bond, revealed how Microsoft was scrambling to find games.
Never not love Matt Booty.
Yeah. So, to find games as the company had a huge hole in its lineup last year. Games originally slated to release in 2022 included Starfield, Redfall, and Stalker 2, all being delayed, were mentioned in this email. Quote, "This is really a disaster situation for us, given all we've invested in content across studios at our GP Content Fund. We need to learn from this and build a plan forward," Spencer said in the email chain before issuing a call to action from the team. Other interesting tidbits include Microsoft's comment on Baldur's Gate 3, described as a, quote, second-run Stadia PC RPG, which and Spencer's suggestion that Microsoft go after From Software's Dark Souls series and add it to the Game Pass. That's smart, but they didn't do that yet. So
damn, they were sleeping on Baldur's Gate though.
Well, the thing is like whenever
they probably could have got it on the cheap if they would have fucking jumped on it.
I know.
Before it was hot, you know.
The Stadia insult really gets me.
Yeah, that's cold, dude.
Because I think Stadia. Was Stadia, did they have it as like an exclusive at first or something?
I don't know, but that might have actually sold Stadias if it had.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Damn, Stadia might not be dead.
Also, this is interesting. In the same email chain,
It'd still be dead.
Yeah. Would have killed Baldur's Gate.
In the same email chain from May 2022, a list of potential day-and-date Game Pass titles mentions Red Dead Redemption 2 D&D for Gen 9, indicating that Microsoft expected Rockstar Games' critically acclaimed 2018 Western game would release on 9th generation consoles sometime during the second quarter of 2022, which that did not happen. But I wonder if it's still happening. It's like a next-gen updated Red Dead Redemption 2. They said it's coming to Game Pass.
That would be nice, I guess.
Yeah.
They'd have to make it better than just like, you know, an updated resolution for me at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, the game's already beautiful.
That's what I mean. It is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's my point. Like, it still looks so good on the old consoles. You'd have to like add like ray
they just
tracing
put real
or
people in the
into
game.
it. Like, you know what I mean? I think ray tracing would probably sell me on it. Throw the ray tracing in there. Throw it on in there.
But on these leaks. There's no doubt that these are some of the worst leaks in Xbox history. With all the extremely sensitive information made publicly available, the question remains, who did it? According to the Federal Trade Commission, Microsoft is to blame for the court document leaks. The FTC was not responsible for...
You guys shouldn't have went to court.
Basically. What they said is that... that one of their lawyers, like Microsoft was responsible for uploading their own documents for the FTC case or whatever. So whoever did it, you know, let it out.
I mean,
I
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Weren't
just
they
having a hard
just trying
time.
to be transparent? Wasn't that the whole thing that for the... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. But,
oh, you guys complied with the fucking court case. I'm sorry. It's your fault. You guys did what you were supposed to. Fuck off.
Yeah, also, the Series S is more popular than expected. The Xbox Series S and its place in the 9th generation of gaming has always been a topic of debate as people ponder whether the less powerful console would hold back the Series X in some way. It turns out that the console is more popular than the Series X, with 75% of Xbox Series owners owning the $300 discless gaming console.
Bunch of broke
75% of Xbox owners, dude. As noted
crazy,
in a
dude.
document from Xbox's April 2022
I mean,
game.
they are kind of cool. I mean, like, if I had just an extra $300 laying around, I might just snag one just for funsies. But, like, not if I didn't have a Series X, you know?
Yeah, but that's insane to me. So, like, 75% of the Xbox gaming community is getting half of the games.
That's crazy, bro.
Like, going forward. Like, you guys aren't going to play... I mean, I guess you're getting Baldur's Gate 3. It's just...
But you're not getting co-op.
Yeah, you're
right
not
off
getting
jump,
Baldur's
you know?
Gate 3. You know,
You're not getting a lot. Like, oh, man. You guys are holding back the whole community.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Dylan has a Series S. Like,
No, I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people who do.
Times
like,
are tough, right? You know,
Hey.
you got inflation.
Hey.
Economy's not so great.
You can still have a great gaming
you
experience.
stop that
on the
malarkey.
Series S. It does have a super
Don't
fast.
understand
like,
these peasant words.
Yeah. Anyways, on to other news. That's it for the leaks. Sorry, Xbox. It's going to be real tough for your upcoming showcases and stuff because everybody's going to be expecting very specific things now.
All right. Well, check it out.
Okay.
Unity has walked back parts of its new runtime fee policy.
Parts.
Yeah. They didn't walk it all back, but, let's see.
Fuck
Which
'em.
would have charged game developers per game install. Now, users of Unity Personal or Plus will not be charged. Those using Pro or Enterprise can opt for a 2.5% revenue share instead, and only upcoming versions of Unity will apply the fee. So basically, nobody's going to use Unity after the current build. So you can use the current 2022 build, but as soon as the 2024 build launches, they're going to start charging you that 2.5%. Developers might want to start learning how to code on Unreal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but is Unreal just as expensive?
I don't know.
That's the
it
problem.
Might be, actually.
Because everybody used Unity as indie developers because it was cheap,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still not like I don't really know, but I think it's only going to really affect you if you're making a shitload of money off your games. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to share with Unity,
Well,
don't
commence
use
the
Unity.
death threats.
Yeah. Well, they're already getting death threats.
All right, go ahead, Devin. Give us the news.
Well, I did have it. Oh, so Starfield has hit 10 million players in less than 3 weeks.
Very
Hell yeah.
nice.
So,
That's
yeah.
what I like to hear. Good job, boys.
Xbox really
fin-
needed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox finally did something. It is
And
something.
then to not go very deep into this one, I'm going to knock this one out too. Official Horizon board game to explore canon events leading up to Forbidden West.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Eh?
I'm cool with that.
Nice.
When's the last time you played a board game?
Well, I play a lot more board games than you'd think. Actually,
He does game or D&D, right?
Well, I did D&D for a long time.
I mean,
and
can you
then,
count that as a board game?
Well,
then?
what
Yeah.
I was gonna say is like on nights when we wouldn't do D&D, like not enough people showed up or something, we would all play like random board games. Like I have a friend who's like super into like kickstarting board games, and then like he gets all these fucking crazy board games from like these Kickstarters he funds. And
Okay,
then
that's a lot more interesting than my general idea of board games. But
he's got a lot of really neat
Yeah.
board games. And then I play a lot of classic board games with my girlfriend's like brother's family. They play like
Monopoly.
this German board game called Human Don't Get Mad that's kind of like Sorry. You know what I mean? But like a little crazier. It's like Sorry and Chutes and Ladders mixed together. It's wild.
that
But
sounds cool.
I'll be playing some board games. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying?
I haven't played a board game in a long time.
We ought to get some board games.
I was about to say I
going.
would
It's
if I
fun.
had some people to play some
Hey,
board games.
I'll
I used
play
to.
with you for real.
Yeah.
As long
Jamel,
as it's not
one day
super
you'll
crazy
find
like that
friends.
one time
I
we
used
played
to
that
have
game.
No, my family
Let me
used to
down.
get together a lot more,
down,
like
for sure.
probably like 2 or 3 years ago, and we would always play board games like fucking What Do You Meme and all that shit. Like
Oh,
those
that's
are
fun.
Those are fun.
Game night. Let's get a game night going, you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for a game night.
I'm down to do some D&D for sure.
We should get a D&D
Dogs
going.
and Dolphins, dude. It's gonna be fucking insane,
You ought
bro.
to play a Baldur's Gate with me, bro. I'll run a whole Baldur's Gate campaign with you for sure. It'll be just like D&D. It'll be so much fun. It'll be so much fun, bro.
But then I gotta buy the game.
It's so,
I've been thinking about it.
It's worth every fucking penny, dog.
Yeah,
You could probably find it on one of those CD key websites for like, $10 off or something.
true.
Nice.
I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look.
Yeah, give it a
Give it a
good
gander.
play,
You won't
yeah.
have to buy any DLC or anything for it. Like, it's one of those games where you just buy the fucking one game and you have so much content and,
replayability.
like, yeah, it's like you don't ever feel like they're trying to juke you or like get you to buy some extra bullshit. It's just like you just bought the game. I put like 200 hours into it, dude. It's so fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, here we go. Capcom has officially confirmed that the iPhone 15 Pro and iPad port of Resident Evil Village will be released on October 30th.
that shit hot.
In a press release, the company confirmed that this port will retail for $39.99 for the base game, while the Winter's expansion will be available separately for $19.99.
That's not that outrageous.
I mean, it's like a full.
Considering it's
the game.
only game on the platform and you're not charging $60 for it, like I feel like that's all right. You know what I mean?
That's cool. October 30th.
Not to mention, have y'all seen the video of the Chinese guy like docking the iPhone 15 to a TV and playing it in like 4K with a fucking PlayStation controller?
No.
He's sitting there playing Resident Evil on a 4K TV with a fucking PlayStation 5 controller with just the iPhone, bro. Like, he's just got the iPhone plugged into the fucking TV, dude.
It's like playing like on a console. That's cool.
It's
Doubt.
amazing, bro. I'm just
He's like,
Doubt. Yeah. I want to. Yeah.
look it up. It's a video is there. Is a real thing.
I'll believe
that
it
happened.
when I see it. Like,
The article literally came from IGN. Like, it was
about
just,
him playing on 4K.
Yes.
About the guy.
Yes.
Oh.
The video is one of these articles that we're reading right now. Like, I found it amongst them. And it's just some Chinese YouTuber fucking hooking up his he's testing out the new iPhone and like playing games on it. It's only a short clip of like that part where he's like in the house and like, you know, like the dude with the shotgun shoots and like, you know, he's like moving the curtain or whatever. It's like that part, but it looks fucking crispy, bro. I'm thinking you're probably not going to be getting 60 frames, maybe like 30 or something, but still,
Yeah.
it's got to be using some sort of upsampling technology. It might be 1440 or something, but it looked great on the TV he was playing it on, you know? It wasn't like low resolution, you know what I mean? Well, as much as you could tell from like filming the TV, like it wasn't like a direct screen capture. Like somebody was filming the guy playing on the TV, but like it looked really good. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, if they can get it really good, then badass. Like,
I have a good feeling about this one, man. I don't know what they're doing with that damn iPhone 15, but it seems like it can do some
that dang
crazy
old
shit.
alien technology, man.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Patch 3 for Baldur's Gate 3 has just arrived. And like its two predecessors, it's a doozy. The two biggest changes that the patch brings are full max support and the ability to change your character's appearance via a magic mirror. Performance should also be stabilized on both PC and PS5, especially in the janky Act 3. So, you know, cool. Love that support. Love that chicken at Popeyes.
How does that actually go?
Love that chicken at Popeyes.
Yeah, okay. It's like it was like right here, but I couldn't remember.
It immediately played in my head whenever he said it.
That Popeyes is right by your house, so every time I drive past it, I just like that gets stuck in my head, and then the whole time I'm here, it's just blasting through my head. It's like an every time thing, yeah.
I've been meaning to get here like early enough to stop by and get a chicken sandwich, but it never happens.
I highly recommend it.
Dude, get that Popeyes chicken sandwich.
That should go hard.
I still haven't had Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Dude, you know what goes hard?
The hype killed it for me.
First of all, Popeye's chicken sandwich does go hard. It's
Does it?
Really good. Yeah, I highly recommend it. But Chick-fil-A has a chicken sandwich right now with like pimento cheese on it and like pickled jalapenos.
Oh gosh.
It is fucking banging, dude. It's
Are
like
all jalapenos pickled?
no.
No? I guess you could get them like raw. Like
the pickled ones are not as hot. I feel like non-pickled are hot.
Yeah, I prefer pickled.
Wait, so where would you get a non-pickled one? I thought they're
pick
always
it off the
from the
vine and
market.
chop it up.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like at a fast food restaurant. Nobody's just fucking putting non-pickled jalapenos.
Lots of people have fresh
Generally-
jalapenos.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, but generally when it's at like a fast food joint, when
Yeah,
you get
it's
jalapenos
pickled.
on it, they're pickled jalapenos. Yes.
Well, yeah, like a
Like,
hot
I've never
dog
been to
stand
the
or
only time
something,
you're
but like
getting
most
fresh
restaurants, you can be like, give me
That's
some
what
fresh
I was
jalapenos.
asking. I was like, I've never walked into like a McDonald's and or like a fucking Whopper with jalapenos on it, and it's just like comes with fresh jalapenos. Like they're always pickled. Like I don't know, just like them
I
mentioning.
don't know, man. I feel like there's got to be some burger joints that are doing like non-pickled jalapenos. You know, what I
Not
mean?
fast food. Not that I'm aware of. Like I'm just saying. Like
No, not that I'm aware of either. But
Yeah.
like, you know,
Not
No.
even Taco Bell. Taco
mean-
Bell's pickling their fucking jalapeno. You know, they ain't giving you all fresh. That'd be the place to get some fresh jalapenos.
Taco Bell has a thing with jalapenos on it right now. It's like a new Mexican pizza that's got
I guar-
jalapenos all over the top of it.
And it's not
I
pickled.
guarantee
We should
they're-
look it up.
What's it called? What's it called?
The jalapeno Mexican pizza. Cheesy jalapeno Mexican pizza.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking this
I
up.
bet you're right. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this would be the way for us to find out.
Nah,
you
it's
know?
pickled, bro.
Does it say it?
I mean,
You
look
can
at
tell
it.
by the
Look,
look.
I mean, no, look it up, dog. Hold up. Because
All
just
right.
because it came out of a fucking can, it's all soggy, doesn't
Are
mean
they
it's
dark
fucking
green?
pickled. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what pickled is.
Yeah.
No. You could be canned
Or
with
canned.
water. To be pickled, you must be in vinegar and
Well, yeah, of
pickling
course.
spices,
Okay, well.
dog. There's a very specific way to pickle something.
It does. Okay, but just look at that. That's pickled, bro. It
no,
doesn't.
you can't just look at it and say it's pickled. Pickled jalapenos don't look any different than normal jalapenos.
Yes, they do. Absolutely.
No, they don't.
Now look up.
Look up whether or not it's pickled. You could just Google if it's pickled or not on that exact thing.
That's
No,
what a
look.
non-pickled jalapeno.
Yeah, I know
is.
what a jalapeno looks like, bro. Look up whether or not the fucking thing at Taco Bell is pickled.
Okay, all right. Hold up. I don't know how.
I don't know if we're
Just
gonna be able
type
to
in the
find
name
this.
of the dish and then put "is it pickled?"
Pickle. Is it pickled? I don't think there's gonna be. Taco Bell's cheesy jalapeno Mexican pizza features a layer of seasoned beef and refried beans between two crispy tortilla shells, topped with Mexican pizza sauce, shredded 3-cheese blend, nacho cheese sauce, diced tomatoes, and pickled jalapenos.
Okay, yeah.
Motherfucker.
I didn't doubt you for a second. I'm just saying it obviously would say if it was pickled
I know,
or not,
but I'm
which
just-
it did. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I
just-
can tell the difference between
I can
fresh
tell the
sliced
difference, yeah.
jalapenos and pickled jalapenos.
I'm just saying you can get jalapenos in a can that are not pickled that look exactly like that. Okay?
Really?
Yes.
I just never
Fresh
seen
sliced
that.
jalapenos and like not fresh jalapeno, like just because a pickle, like a jalapeno isn't fresh doesn't mean it's not that it's pickled. You know what I'm saying? Like there are jalapenos that are like old and soggy but not pickled. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
But those ones still aren't.
I'm just so confused, dude. I've never seen that. Like or
Okay.
at least never.
But I will
looked for it.
hold on. But I will say, even canned jalapenos aren't as spicy as fresh sliced, like off the vine jalapenos. I
Oh,
feel like they're
yeah.
hot. I feel like they're hotter.
Wait. Which ones are
The-
hotter? Fresh jalapenos?
Fresh
yeah,
sliced,
for sure.
Or still hotter
I don't
than
know.
pickled and canned.
I think it's all about the jalapeno. I've had some jalapenos right off the vine. My parents grew jalapenos for a long time, so like I've had some jalapenos that you pick them and they're just really hot right off the fucking vine, and some that aren't really hot. We had jalapenos for a while that were like genetically engineered by the people at like A&M University to like not be hot. They were like
some GMOs.
yeah, they were like red jalapenos, and they were not hot. Like they were just like they had you could eat them with the seeds and everything, and they were like mild. Like they had a
Had, like, the
little
flavor
spice to
of
it, you
jalapeno,
know what
but
I mean?
not
But
the
they
heat.
weren't like melt your face off. You
Yeah.
could like eat the fucking seeds.
Like
you know
missing
what
the capsaicin.
yeah. I mean a little bit of it. Like it was still a little bit of a heat to it, but
Well, anyways,
I just wanted to see
Hello.
this, but he is correct. This one does not have vinegar, and it does look very.
yeah,
similar.
I just talked about canned jalapenos.
No, but most canned jalapenos are in vinegar.
Yeah,
are
most are
pickled.
pickled. That's the most
Yeah.
common way to
This
like
one,
store pickles. For
Though
sure.
is not, and it's jalapeno peppers, water, and calcium chloride and citric acid.
I
and
only
salt.
know this because we did a lot of cooking with non-pickled jalapenos
Yeah.
at my last restaurant job, which
Yeah, and there I'm sure they have fresh jalapenos in a
well,
can.
not always.
I don't know. I think
yeah,
they're
in
pickled.
a can. I don't know if they're
Yeah.
fresh. They're-
But Taco Bell, I've never seen non-pickled.
yeah. To be fair, I don't feel like I eat a lot of things with jalapenos at Taco Bell. You know, like I can think of most of my
just
favorite
asking for
Taco
it.
Bell foods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a. I
Like
feel
what has jalapenos at Taco Bell aside
Not a
from
lot.
that thing that
no.
we
You
just
you
mentioned?
add it. You get it on the side. Like if you want to add it to your soft taco or
That's
like
an option.
yeah, you can just be like, hey, I want some
Are you
jalapenos.
fucking kidding me? I could have been asking for jalapenos
Yeah,
this whole time.
Absolutely,
Yes,
bro.
yeah.
You could ask for like a fucking shoe.
I
and they
literally went
probably
to
have
Taco
it there.
Bell on the way here. You know how many jalapenos I would have put on my burrito if
All
I
of
had
them.
known that was an option?
Yeah, literally as at like
Why would they not at least have pickled jalapenos at a
I don't know. I just
Mexican
I
fast
just never
food?
thought to ask.
because you can ask
about
for
it,
like
you know?
cheese on the side. You
I
can
never
ask for
thought
whatever.
to ask.
You know what's bullshit though? They don't have Baja sauce anymore, and they haven't since like the early
Oh, that's
2000s.
bullshit, bro.
I don't-
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember. Baja.
The
Baja
Baja
sauce was the
chalupas
shit.
were the best thing that ever happened, dude.
I don't
Dude,
even know what
Baja
Baja sauce
Blast.
is. It's like ranch,
It was like it was like
Baja.
crazy ranch, but it wasn't like ranchy. It was just like that's the closest thing you can
Oh,
describe
the Baja
it to.
chicken burrito or whatever.
Yeah, well,
Didn't they
did
do
it
chicken
have? It probably
burrito?
had Baja sauce.
Yeah, it was all about the chalupa though.
Something.
The beef Baja chalupas.
I don't know about y'all, but
Good
I'm
God.
really hungry now.
Yeah. Let's go to Taco Bell. No, but anyways, back to the news.
Down a rabbit hole
talked
there.
talked about jalapenos for like 15 minutes.
I know, but hey, It's part of the
Quality
show.
content.
Yeah.
That's quality podcasting right there.
So more Xbox stuff here. Xbox boss Phil Spencer has revealed the one game we would love to see revived, MechAssault. MechAssault launched for the original Xbox in November 2002 and was one of the first games to support Xbox Live Online multiplayer.
I played the shit out of that game, dude.
I did too. Day One Studios' third-person action game went down well with fans and spawned a sequel, MechAssault 2: Lone
Played
Wolf.
the shit out of that game too. That was tight.
That was cool because you could get out of your
Yeah.
mech, dude. Released in 2004, a Nintendo DS game, MechAssault Phantom War, launched in
What?
2006.
I didn't know that existed.
Me either. Day One Studios is now known as Wargaming Chicago Baltimore and works on World of Tanks. Damn. In 2017...
That's depressing as fuck, bro.
It is. But World of Tanks is so popular.
I'm going to say World of Tanks is pretty successful.
Very
I
popular.
know, but that's exactly why we'll probably never get another MechAssault game, you know?
Oh,
Unless that's what
yeah.
this article is about.
Well, that's the thing. In 2017, Mitch Gittelman, who previously worked as head of FASA Studio, Day One Studios worked with FASA on MechAssault, revealed Microsoft decided to pull the plug on the franchise after MechAssault 2 Lone Wolf didn't sell well enough. It didn't turn into the franchise that Microsoft was looking for. That's all. At the time, there was sort of a sales bar. You don't hit that sales bar, and it's like, okay, that was that. But that's because Halo 2 came out right around that same time. Like nothing was
Yeah.
gonna sell.
Halo
good.
2 was hot, bro.
Very. But yeah. So apparently, though, Phil Spencer. He said, now 21 years after the first MechAssault game came out, Spencer has said he'd love to see it come back. Speaking in an IGN Japan Q&A at Tokyo Game Show, Spencer name-checked the series. Quote, I've always wanted us to go back and revisit the MechAssault Mech Warrior space, he said. I think there's a lot we could do. There was so much about that whole franchise that in some ways I think was ahead of its time, and it would be nice to get to go back and revisit. We don't have a plan today, so it's not a leak of a leak or anything. Speaking of leaks, but that would be a nice. He actually said that. He said it's not a leak or anything. Speaking of leaks, but that would be a nice one. So yeah, but. He also, especially since I've been here this week, a lot of fans, and I've had a lot of people ask me in interviews about StarCraft. So I know a lot of you want that, which is what's most important. So it'll be fun to see if that's something we can do in the future. I guess he was talking about bringing StarCraft to Game Pass and stuff like that. So, but anyways, yeah. So MechAssault, I think the only reason he's talking about it is because of the whatchamacallit game, the From Software game. That just came out. What is it? Armored Core.
Armored Core.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just talking because of the hype of that, but we're not going to see a MechAssault. That's not going to happen. Anyways.
Armored Core 6 did too well.
It did do well?
Did too well. Yeah.
Did too well. Yeah. That, and it's just like, by the time that they made a MechAssault, no one would give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
Armored Core would be done and over with. It's already done and over with. Like, it was big for like a week.
I mean, there's still a lot of people playing it, but yeah, I mean, attention has definitely shifted.
Yeah. It's the TikTok generation. They can't keep focused, Who wants to go? I'm just waiting on you.
We've been going
Okay.
opposite directions.
All right, let's
tonight.
see what we got on here.
Brand?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I got skipped. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
can go. It's okay. It don't
don't
matter.
Yeah.
Don't matter?
Don't matter.
Tell you what.
I'll tell you what. An upgraded Steam Deck may be coming, but don't expect anything until late 2025 at the earliest.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Why even are they mentioning it at this
Right?
point?
Valve
who is
engineer
mentioning-
Pierre-Luc Griffiths told The Verge that the company wanted to upgrade the deck's performance without sacrificing its battery life, which may not yet be possible. Another concern Griffiths raised is around brand messaging. A higher performance Steam Deck could play games that current Steam Deck can't, which could cause problems with both developers and customers. That does leave room for an upgrade, but not more powerful Steam Deck, i.e. model with longer battery life or a higher quality screen.
Tell that to the iPhone 15 Pro. No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
The
Fucking
Wonder
A.
Phone.
How we gonna do that? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's a lot more to it, but it's basically just him giving reasons why they're not
Yeah.
gonna make a new Steam Deck anytime soon.
It's because I feel like Apple secretly has military technology that, like, for some reason, there's some weird battery or some weird chip that just allows them to play.
Well, no, I think you were up, but we made the joke earlier about alien technology and the shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I like how we came to the same conclusion there. Yeah, that's if it works. Like
Zuckerberg is an alien.
No,
that's Facebook.
Oh well, yeah, okay.
Steve Jobs is still alive. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he's not. He went to go live with the aliens.
He's up there, man. Just him and Michael Jackson dancing away, dude. But
What the
yeah, what you got?
So, after a long while, Call of Duty fans waved goodbye to the original Warzone, which shuts down today, but it was back on last Thursday. Was the last day for Warzone 1. Servers are shut down.
If you're still playing Warzone 1, it's time to step your game up. Go to Warzone 2.0. Just kidding. But yeah, it's weird that people were still playing that.
Yeah, apparently, and not just like a small number, like a decent chunk.
A lot of streamers, because they were so good at that, like they couldn't move up to the new one. They're like, fuck, there went my whole career. But and we got Konami has unveiled new information about the expected resolution and frame rates of the 3 games in its upcoming Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, Volume 1. But fans aren't happy with what they're seeing, particularly regarding Metal Gear Solid being locked to 30 frames per second across all consoles. I mean,
why they do that?
I don't know, but it's Metal Gear Solid. It's unplayable anyways. The table above was shared on an official Konami website for the collection earlier today, and most notably has Metal Gear Solid locked to 30 frames per second across all platforms. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, on the other hand, both run at 60 frames per second on everything but Nintendo Switch. What's more, all the games are stuck at 1080p resolution on everything, except the Switch's handheld mode, which doesn't support it.
Lame.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
It's just like, why couldn't you just fix it?
It's Konami, dude. Konami hasn't made a game in forever,
Like, people are still cool with 1080, right?
Yeah, it's been a while,
That's the standard, right?
What's been going on since we've been gone, guys?
All right, let's see.
What the fuck is 4K?
Developer Saber Interactive has announced that The Evil Dead the game will not have any more new content, and the Nintendo Switch version of the game has been canceled.
Damn. I mean, I feel like I could have told you that.
I don't know, man. I disrespect the shit out of any company that does this. You know what I mean? When you promise a bunch of stuff as a company, no matter how shitty your fucking game does, go ahead and fucking follow through with the shit that you promise as a developer. You know what I mean? I get it. You're bleeding money. You know what I mean? It hurts. It sucks, But, take a L and fucking deliver your fucking promise, dude. That's bullshit.
I say shut them all down. All the games that suck.
I'm just saying, we need to hold developers that take accountability for their games, like the No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk, to a higher standard.
Yep.
And, the developers that abandon their games because there's, a little bit of a slip-up, fucking to a much lower standard. To me,
sure.
that is, I don't know, man.
Especially if they promise to add stuff to it and then just turn around and be like, actually, never mind. Or if they promise it's coming to Switch and then they're like, never mind.
That's a huge fuck you to all the people who actually care about your game. You know what I mean? The few people that are actually supporting your company, you know what I mean? You're basically just shitting all over them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I would like to see the player count and the sales for that.
It's probably atrocious, dude.
But
it's probably terrible.
I imagine it's not even 100 people.
I'm just saying, man. To me, it's just low.
It is.
Just don't promise a bunch of shit if you don't have a way to achieve it, even if you're not hitting your sales milestones. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to see if they put any sales. Just how popular is the Evil Dead? Oh no, that's I guess the game Evil Dead 2022.
How many people paid for this game and expect to have a working product? You know what I mean? I'm sure they'll leave the servers on and stuff, but still, I don't know.
The game sold 500,000 copies in 5 days. How is that not good enough?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You're dick slapping 500,000 people in the fucking mouth right now, dude. That's all I'm saying.
And it got pretty decent reviews
Saber
from some
Interactive
people.
is just a shit company, dude. That's just disrespectful to their fucking
Yeah.
they're fucking fans.
No,
You know,
definitely is.
And
That's
it's only been out how long? Not even a full
Came
year?
out in May of
Not that long,
2022.
man. Not long enough to be
Okay,
shutting
so a
down
year.
like that. You know.
Yeah. But they canceled the Switch one. Yeah, the Switch one was supposed to come out this year, I think. So, damn, they got their money and dipped. That's where it's bad because they made money.
Oh yeah, they banked. They're cutting their losses right now. You
Yeah,
know?
well, they're not.
They're cutting their profits.
Future loss. Yeah, they're
like,
like, all right.
They're like, all right, yeah, let's mitigate our losses. That's what it is.
That
you know?
right
they don't
there
wanna
should
lose
be
any
illegal.
money. That's bullshit, man.
I feel like
You should just not be allowed to make promises like that and then not follow through.
Yeah.
They should at least have to put the Switch version out. Even if you're not gonna make more content, like at least do the Switch version that you said you were gonna do. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or don't say you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Announce it later. Like,
I say
wait
we
until you're-
sue 'em.
You know, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways,
You could probably. I bet
Empty
you could win a
promises.
lawsuit. Honestly, I really think you could.
especially if you bought it and and they had said that they were going to put out DLC and stuff like that, or more content.
If you or a loved one has purchased this video game,
And now has mesothelioma. How do you even say it?
Mesothelioma.
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 Thelioma. I would hate to have that disease because I can't say it. Like, I have mesothelioma, dude.
I'm sorry, you smoke meth?
I'm from Huntsville.
It all makes sense.
Anyways.
I'm actually out.
Okay.
I'm also out.
I'm not. First announced back in 2021, Star Wars Eclipse has remained largely a mystery since its striking first reveal.
Oh yeah,
Last
I'm hyped
year.
about that though.
Yeah, last year developer Quantum Dream quashed rumors the game had been delayed and was suffering development trouble, noting it had yet to announce a release date. In a subsequent interview, Quantic Dream CEO, I can't say his name, said Eclipse would retain Quantic Dream's fundamentals despite being an action-adventure game at heart. But 2023 has so far been a no-show. But let's see here.
That's because I think if this game is even close to like the problem with Quantic Dream, okay, is they set the bar so fucking high with their last game. Like Detroit Become Human is probably the best like story-driven game, like Telltale style game ever made. Like there's no comparison. There's no
Which
game
one?
that branches more like other than like Baldur's Gate or something. And that's a totally different kind of game altogether.
Yeah, we're talking
Like,
about Detroit.
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, okay.
Set
So,
the
like,
bar too high.
I'm just saying, like, they have a standard that they've set for themselves that I think, especially with a, like, noteworthy IP that everybody loves like this, you know what I mean? Like, they know that they have to knock it out of the park with this
Yeah.
one. And I think they're going to really take their time with it. I really feel like this game is going to be dope as fuck, dude. Like,
Oh, I would assume so. And they spoke at Tokyo Game Show. Lisa Pinsay, vice president of marketing for Quantic Dream, described development as, quote, "Can I say it still exists? ? Because it exists." Pinsay said when asked for an update, "It's just not ready. It's simmering." So that's what it's doing.
Simmering.
Yeah. So one of the big focuses we've had when we announced Star Wars Eclipse was to make sure it was clear that this is actually an action-adventure game that has all of the elements that you would come to expect and want from a Quantic Dream title, which is intrinsically, I don't know.
intrinsically?
Intricately. I'm
Oh.
stupid. I'm thinking of intrinsically, but she said intricately branching narratives. I'm very special, but multiple playable characters. Pinsay said, "There's no game over. Anyone can die. Anything can happen, and the story sort of continues so that those signatures are still there. But what we've been doing is even more ramping up our expertise in the gameplay arena." So, sounds cool.
It's going to be neat.
Indeed. And we got some Nintendo. They're adding Kirby and the Amazing Mirror to the Game Boy Advance thing online. In case you want to play that,
Cool.
sounds awful.
It's
Microsoft.
actually a great game. Kirby, all the Kirby games are fucking fire, dude.
The Magic
Like-
Mirror's a good game.
Wait, is that like the Game Boy Advance one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of the Game Boy Advance. I'm sure there's multiple.
There is not a bad Kirby game on Game Boy Advance.
let me reemphasize.
Also, Microsoft finally won the UK Activision Blizzard buyout thing. So That's a thing.
Hey,
After
there you
all this
go.
time, it's finally done. But I guess it's still not over. Like when does it end?
I'm so confused.
Because remember they had to do the reappeal like for the UK one. That was the only one that shut them down. And then so they like, and everybody was like, they're never gonna win now because you can't reappeal. And they ended up reappealing, and then they just won it. So we'll see.
Cool.
Anyways, and then Ubisoft has confirmed Tom Clancy's The Division 3 is now in development at Massive Entertainment. The Swedish studio currently working on Star Wars Outlaws and Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is the original developer of The Division 1 and 2. Ubisoft said Massive is currently building a team for the third game in the series. So they haven't even started. They're just building the team. But yeah,
I mean, I don't know that the second one even did that good.
it didn't.
It
was a good
there
game,
some
but it
people
didn't do
playing
well.
it, Yeah.
Yeah.
It
This
didn't do like terrible. It just didn't do great. You know what I mean? Like there's like a cult following for Division 1
Yeah.
and 2. Like,
Dude,
I think
love-
1 was hyper though. Like I think there was way more people playing 1 than there was
1
2.
was the shit when it came out.
2
I
was
played
the shit.
fuck
Like
out of
2 was actually a really good game. Like the map is one of the best fucking maps in any game ever. Like it's really fucking cool how they have it. Like it's like a real like accurate fucking like New
Washington,
York or wherever.
DC?
Yeah, Washington. Yeah, like they have like streets that are like the exact same, like almost photo identical to like real
Yeah.
streets on New York. It's pretty cool. Like
I think the reason why 2 didn't do as hot though was because of the squishiness of the enemies. Like
oh yeah. Well, I mean it
Bullet
is
sponges.
it is a
Yeah.
what's it called?
Looter shooter.
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
looter.
but I mean so is Destiny and it doesn't have just sponges like. I would say the bosses
I
do,
think
but
it's
Destiny's
because-
more acceptable because it feels like Halo-y. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, no, because I think the main reason is because you have giant monsters that are from different, planets.
what I'm
whatever,
saying,
yeah.
Versus just like
A
these
random
are supposed to
dude.
be other people in a wasteland.
and he's
like,
got a health bar above his head, and you just shoot him till the health bar goes down.
No, and that's
like-
why. Like that's where I think where the disconnect happens.
Yeah.
It's like they could have easily made it not like that. I don't. Division
But
1
then you
wasn't like
just-
that.
No, it was. Absolutely
Yeah, no,
was.
it
Was
was.
it?
It
Yeah.
definitely was.
Yeah, whenever you did the raids and everything, like it absolutely was.
Hmm.
Any of the NPC bosses, they were all bullet sponges. But I mean, what if you didn't do that? I mean, what else were you gonna do? Like,
Just
To
make
make
them normal NPCs. I'm not talking about the bosses. I'm talking about like the just normal enemies. Like we're also like they just get a health bar.
yeah, everything had a health bar.
Yeah, that it's like we'll just make them like normal enemies in a game. Like
Well,
you
then you
shoot
just
them in the
sprint-
head, then they die.
You just sprint through everything then in a looter shooter. Like you'd sprint
I
through it really
guess.
fast. That's the whole point is to keep like,
Yeah, just to keep it
missions.
going.
yeah
But why does it work in Destiny but not in Division?
aliens.
I feel like it does work in the Division. Division's a fun game.
Yeah,
No.
I-
I'm saying why does that type of gameplay like without doing the sponginess of like because in Destiny it's not really they're not all sponges. Like only specific enemies
But
are
every enemy has a health bar though.
in Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so. I guess I'm confusing these. Okay, I don't know. I could have swore Destiny there wasn't health bars like just for normal enemies. Like you just shoot them.
Pretty sure.
I don't remember honestly. I
Yeah,
haven't played
I don't-
enough
It's been a minute,
Destiny,
but
so-
I mean
It was more like Halo. There wasn't health bars. I could have swore. I mean, but it's been forever since I played
yeah.
Destiny.
I'd have to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyways, this announcement represents Ubisoft's dedication to the longevity of the brand. Ubisoft said in a note to press, in his new role, Julian will drive the many interdependent production elements of the Division brand in a unified direction. This includes development oversight, operations, and creative vision, together with the development teams around the world who are currently developing the mobile game. Tom Clancy's, the Division research. Tony Clancy's The Division Heartland, and Tony Clancy's The Division 2. But anyway,
Tony Clancy, pro skater.
I love Tony Clancy. Anyways. Also, did y'all see the gameplay for the Assassin's Creed VR game?
Gameplay?
Yeah.
No.
It looks dope as fuck. Well,
It got
to me.
real gameplay or like
Yeah.
a trailer with some like
No,
fucking-
straight up full on gameplay.
Yo, let's see that.
Yeah, but while that's here, Yeah, I can't skip it yet. But a new Assassin's Creed Nexus VR gameplay trailer has confirmed the release date for Ubisoft's upcoming VR stealth action game for November 16th for the Meta Quest devices. It will be priced at $39.99.
November 16th. That's not even that long.
Nope.
Not even
Ubisoft.
that far.
Yeah.
I bet it's one of them trailers that like dupes you into thinking it's like all free range motion.
Yeah.
No, I mean it looks pretty shitty.
Oh, really?
Like it looks like a typical like so like
Can you blow it up to
Yeah.
like full screen?
I'm trying. It's IGN. So we're watching
What
this.
the
Technology are still hidden in the newly discovered memories of 3 assassins.
That looks pretty decent for Quest, but I doubt that's on Quest. This is probably on PC where they're getting the game capture footage, you know what I mean?
You can see the frames dropping.
Well, I mean, you know.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it might be meta. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, man. That looks
And the Italian
looks pretty good.
There's 3 different characters you play as.
This looks like it's got some potential here. Hold up.
Yeah, so it's jumping between the 3 different characters.
The question is this a Quest exclusive or is this going to come to PC? Can I play this good? Can I play a good version of this? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I like how
But
there's
no,
like
for real,
puzzles.
like, I'm not gonna play this on Quest.
I probably will play it on Quest if it's my only option.
Well, yeah, if it's yeah.
Honestly, people really sleep on just standalone Quest shit. Like, I have every form of VR you can think of, and like, there's still some really great experiences you can have on the fucking standalone Quest, man. You might not have like fucking perfect shadows and shit, but like, it can do some impressive shit on its own. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And Quest 3, whenever that comes out. Like, it's very likely that that's captured on Quest 3 if it's captured on a standalone headset. You know what I'm saying? And, like, we don't even know what the Quest 3 can do yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's exclusive.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Says
because remember
develop-
they were going to do Tom Clancy, whatchamacallit, Splinter Cell as well as an exclusive.
Is that going to work for Quest 2, or is it exclusive to Quest 3?
So it says developed primarily by Ubisoft, Red Storm Assassin's Creed Nexus will be available exclusively for MetaQuest 2, MetaQuest 3, and MetaQuest Pro on November 16th.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
You might
gonna
have
wait.
to give me a Quest 3, man.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
I
yeah.
think if I do get a Quest 3, I'm going to use my Quest 2 for, like, exercise, you know, so
So
I
what
can
if-
get it all sweaty and gross, and then use my Quest 3 for, like,
Hold on. We just got. It said it's exclusive for all 3 of those.
Uh-huh.
Kind of. Is that like a nod towards we'll have the MetaQuest 3 by then?
yeah, I think they said the Quest 3 was supposed to launch in...
They just said holiday.
Oh.
We haven't gotten any updates since then.
Huh.
Yeah, so maybe that could be a nod towards we're getting the Quest 3 like at least
Day
by
and date.
November 16th.
Do we know, is the Quest 3 supposed to outperform the Pro, or is it just like on par with the Pro?
I don't
or
know.
is it
We
even
haven't.
worse than the Pro? I know it's cheaper than the Pro, and it's like a little thicker than the Pro.
Yeah, it's only going to be what, $500, right?
Something like
think
that.
it's 500.
It seemed.
I don't know that they've released the exact specs on it. Just saying that it's going to be like twice as much as the Quest 2.
I can't wait to fucking try one
Yeah.
out.
So and then the AR cameras are going to be a lot better as well.
I
or the
think
pass-through
they're doing
cameras.
pancake lenses, which I'm excited
Mhm.
about because the PSVR 1 had pancake lenses, and that was my favorite feature about.
Yeah.
Aside from the OLED panels, like the pancake lenses really were fucking nice, man.
What's the opposite of pancake lenses?
Fresnel lenses?
Okay.
Waffle lens.
I was hoping it was waffle, but it's not. Ubisoft calls Nexus, quote, the first AAA VR title of the franchise, end quote, and lets you play as 3 separate characters from Assassin's Creed games of yore, including Ezio, Connor, and Cassandra.
That's badass. That means you're going to be on a pirate ship for part of it.
Hold up.
that-
So I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Just to touch back on the Quest 3 release date. So rumors from several different sources are pointing towards October 10th.
Damn, that's like a week and a half.
Ooh,
2 weeks.
let's go, bro. And I got a new job. Let's fucking go, dude.
Bless. No, but thus you'll visit Renaissance Italy, the American Revolution, and ancient Greece in this game. So
Dude, we're going to be up on that pirate ship, dog. Doing some pirate shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pirate ship
In
shit.
VR.
I hope it lets you like explore a little bit, because I think that's a big part of what makes the modern Assassin's Creed games so fun. You know what I mean? Like,
I
I
think
think
this is kind of a throwback to
I think
the
they're going to be
older
very
ones.
contained levels.
I think so too. But honestly, I'm excited to see what they do. Some of that combat looked pretty interesting. You know what I mean?
For sure. One last thing here. We did get some like Game Pass titles announced from the Tokyo Game Show. So let's see what those are.
And the leaks? No.
Yeah. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy is coming to Xbox consoles and PC Game Pass on September 26th. So
Fuck yeah.
that's already out, right? Today's the 26th.
It's 5th.
25th.
Yeah.
Oh, so tomorrow. Then we
I
got
fucking love the Phoenix Wright game. Can I just throw this in there?
yeah.
Phoenix
No,
Wright
Brent.
Ace Attorney Trilogy is like one of the greatest fucking graphic novels ever made, dude. I don't give a shit who thinks different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, give Ace Attorney its flowers,
It is
bro.
fun, man. And the other one's fun too. The old school one that just came out is like Ace Attorney, like I don't know, something. It's set in like ancient Japan, and it's like the same thing, but just like old school.
Oh, nice.
It's fucking great too. There's so many good Ace Attorney.
You are
games.
sentenced to
And you
seppuku.
get all 3 games in like one package. It's so much fun. Sorry.
And
I
it's
just love
on
Ace Attorney.
Game Pass
Oh.
now. But Forza Motorsport, Xbox Series X and S, and PC is coming October 10th. So that's pretty close too.
Wow.
That's going to be interesting. I like how it's supposed to be a car PG. I'm interested to see how that actually plays out.
I don't honestly think I'd rather just keep playing fucking the last Forza game that
Horizon.
came out. I'm more of a Horizon kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
I like the open world. I like the car battle royale. I like the wackiness of Horizon.
The
You
car
put-
battle royale is fucking dope.
It's so much
It's
fun,
such
dude.
a good
I
idea.
play that shit for so long, dude. Like, it is just a blast. Like,
My thing is like you put RPG mechanics in anything and I'll try it. Like I don't really care for Forza Motorsport, but the fact that they're like, oh, it's like Mario Tennis. Like I don't give a fuck about playing tennis games, but like you put RPG aspects in it, I'm in it. You
Well,
know?
I mean,
or
if you-
golf. I don't give a fuck about golf, but Mario Golf is RPG, so
there's something special about that, though. Hey, did you play Dodgeball Academia?
I saw it, but no, I didn't
You
play
would
it.
probably get a kick out of it. It's like a throwback to the Mario Tennis.
That's what I
shit,
heard.
You know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
Is it on Game Pass? No,
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try it out then. Okay.
if you think about it though, any like just base racing game like that can be considered an RPG because you race to get money to buy
Yeah,
parts. And
I
put
mean,
it in.
if you really think about it, like Gran Turismo
Yeah,
7
it's an
is
RPG.
just the same shit, you know, or 11 or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know
I think
what,
it's just
what number
fancy
we're at anymore.
rebranding.
It may be. Yeah, that's
Either way, I'm gonna download it just because I want to see how freaking good the cars
Yeah, I
look.
literally just want to see the graphics.
Yeah, I
That's
want
it.
my eyeballs to be graced by
Yeah.
the beautiful, just real-looking cars.
That's why I got Cyberpunk. I'm like, I just want to melt my eyeballs for a little bit. You know what I mean?
feels good on the eyes.
Feels good on the ass.
And then we got Mineko's Night Market coming to Xbox and PC Game Pass on October 26th. This charmingly animated social simulation will ask players to solve puzzles, explore craft items, and compete in a range of games and other activities when it comes to Game Pass. So, okay, whatever. And then Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, is coming November 9th.
Is that coming to Game Pass?
Yeah.
The new one?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason all of the Like a Dragon games are coming to Game Pass like as they come
That's
out.
badass.
Yeah.
There was some. I thought there was some deal that went through.
Yeah, it's some type of deal. For some reason they're all coming to Game
I
Pass.
probably will play that one. I'm
And-
kind of hyped about that.
Like a Dragon Ishin is also coming to Game Pass in 2023.
That's the one set in ancient Japan where you're like with the fucking samurai sword and the muskets and shit.
Mhm.
Oh, that can be.
It looks
dope.
pretty cool.
Yeah, and that one's coming. And the Persona 5 Tactica is coming November 17th. And then
I'm fucking hyped about that one, dude. That's actually like my number one anticipated game now that all the shit that I've been anticipating is past. You know what I mean?
I'm more hype about Persona 3 Reload.
Oh
which-
yeah. Well, I
but-
don't know. Actually, that's kind of tough for me. Like I know I'm gonna love Persona 3 Reloaded. Like I just know it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Persona 5 Tactica seems like a whole new, fresh spin on the series. While I feel like the combat could also still be like it just feels like it's gonna fit with the Persona world, you know, like a tactics-based combat thing. I don't know. It just seems right.
Oh,
you
for
know
sure.
What I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where they go with that, and I like the cartoony style. I think it's gonna be fun.
Oh, definitely. And but the Persona 3 Reload is coming February 2nd.
God damn it, dude! So much good shit coming.
Oh yeah, and then Euden Chronicle 100 Heroes is coming April 23rd, and then that's all we saw from Tokyo Game Show for the Game Pass shit. But now we're gonna move on to this week's hot releases. We got Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty coming to Series S, X, PS5, PC September 26th. So tonight at midnight.
Probably already out actually, because I think it's midnight somewhere where. Yeah, I think the global release schedule has released it in several places. Because when I was downloading it on Steam earlier, it was like it should release in the next hour, and I was like,
oh damn,
I won't be here.
That's what's
Damn.
up. And then Kirby and the Amazing Mirrors coming to Switch on September 29th. And then the Lamplighters League is coming to Series S.
I haven't even heard about the Kirby game. Oh wait, no, that's the one you were talking.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
That's the Game Boy Advance one.
Yeah. And but the Lamplighters League is coming to Game Pass on Series S and X
That's
and
the
PC.
one that's gonna be like a survival thing.
I don't know.
Maybe we should look that up. I feel like that seems relevant. You know what I mean? Seems like something that I was like hyped about when I saw the trailer for it.
I think this was like XCOM. Let me see. Lamplighters League is an upcoming turn-based strategy game developed by Harebrained Schemes and published by Paradox Interactive.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like
Kirby.
Yeah, it looks like XCOM, but like steampunk or something.
Okay.
But yeah, that's coming on October 3rd. So to Game Pass. Anyways, Brent, take us away to the trivia, to the Chat GP trivia.
Let me get that pulled up.
Dude, so I got an idea, right? Since Cyberpunk got upgraded and whatnot, anytime when I'm playing Starfield and I go to Neon, I'm just gonna switch it over to Cyberpunk.
Hell yeah, I love that.
And then boot up Starfield again whenever I want to leave.
Dude, I feel like I'm interested to see how well the Phantom Liberty thing does.
Yeah,
like just across the board. It's been getting really good reviews.
Did y'all ever do the corporate like storyline in Starfield? I'm doing that one.
Oh, yeah, I did that in Starfield. I thought you meant the
Ryujin.
Yeah,
I'm doing that one right now. I'm thinking like halfway.
Jamel taught me into doing that one. You get some really cool shit off of that one.
Yeah. It's just a lot of sneaking and talking and persuading.
It's totally worth it, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I'm cheesing the fuck out of it though because
you
I'm
get
using
some like
void form.
game-changing shit for beating that shit. Like,
hell yeah, I figured as much being like megacorp shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just want to spoil it for you, but
No,
I'm not.
please don't.
No, I'm not. But you're gonna be like next week, like what the fuck? All right.
Okay, as always with ChatGPT trivia, keep in mind that we're using AI to create these questions, and therefore they may be ridiculous in some way or just plain wrong.
If it's too obvious, like whenever you're reading the question, just skip over the obvious part, because like sometimes.
All right, well, these are based on 80s movies. I don't know why.
Fuck.
I don't know why. Well, no, they're pretty easy.
I don't.
Not gonna get any of these.
Okay, well.
No, let's give it a shot.
We're not going to skip the easy ones because they might be the only ones you get, okay?
Yeah.
So, in the movie Back to the Future, what is the name of the time machine?
Oh,
The DeLorean.
Hey, there you go. All right.
It's too easy.
Question number 2. Who played the character E.T. in the film E.T. the Extraterrestrial?
What you mean, like the actor?
This is just a
Was that a
loaded
person?
question. I can't even straight face ask you this. They're just trying to trick you, dude. ChatGPT
It
is
was
just,
a puppet, right?
It says there wasn't an actor in the ET costume.
No.
It was operated by puppeteers. But it's like there's still somebody doing the puppeteering.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what
You're
I'm
just
like.
gonna, like,
Okay, but I
fucking-
got the.
You
question
got it right. You did get it right. You got to the point that the question
me my
wanted you to get to.
I need this break.
Gave it to it.
All right, here we go. Finally, a decent trivia question. Question number 3. What is the name of the fictional high school in The Breakfast Club?
Oh fuck, I don't remember.
Oh no.
I wouldn't get this either. I would
it
never
is-
know this.
What's it start with?
S.
Stevens. High School.
You'll never get
I
it.
don't know. What? What is
Speedmont. No, I'm just kidding.
It's Shermer High School.
sure?
Would have never, ever.
But, you know,
Ever
it
got
could be
that.
wrong because it's ChatGPT. In Ghostbusters, what is the primary ghost the team is trying to capture?
I don't fucking know.
That's kind of a loaded question, too. They're trying to catch a lot of different ghosts in Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
bro.
But is it like their?
The big-
Are they talking about like that companion ghost though?
Yes.
Fuck. What is his name?
Oh.
Oh.
He's like on the cover.
God
Yeah.
damn it!
If
you'd asked me,
starts
like-
with a G, right?
No.
What's his? Slimer.
Yeah, you
Slimer.
got
Sorry,
it.
okay. Yeah.
It's like if you'd asked me this like 10 years ago, I'd have
Starts
been
with
right
a
there
G,
with it.
right?
I don't know.
Ghost, ghost dude.
I was thinking like Goopy or something. Slime.
All right, here we go. Who directed the 1982 science fiction classic Blade Runner?
Who directed it?
Yes.
Steven Spielberg.
No,
I don't know.
definitely not. It's got to be like, why do I not know this?
I do not know this.
What's the first letter of the name, please?
R.
Ridley Scott.
Hey, good
Okay.
job, good job.
It's the 80s.
Oh wait, okay.
It's got to be Ridley Scott.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Question number 6. What is the name of the arcade game that serves as the central plot
Tron.
point in Tron?
Is it not Tron?
No,
What?
apparently not.
Is it called like,
Disc runners or something? Is it disc something?
is he close?
Mm-mm.
Is it Polybus?
Again,
or-
this could be totally wrong.
What's it start with?
I thought it was.
Every time you give me the letter, I feel like I
Starts
think,
with S.
Speed something. What? What?
It says Space Paranoids.
yeah, I would have never fucking got that.
I don't know if I believe.
Look it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's
don't-
see if this is true.
What is the name of the game?
I will
in
say
Tron?
that ChatGPT's questions are a lot more coherent than usual today. So, you know.
He's been working out.
No, it's just fucking Tron.
What? No, hold on. How would it even come up with
Oh,
this?
wait. Now, wait. Say the question again, though.
It says, what is the name of the arcade game that serves as the central plot point in Tron?
Okay, I was gonna say maybe if it was loosely based on, maybe that's.
So the game they're in is called Tron?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fucking yeah.
Or I thought Tron was just like the world of the like.
No,
game
it says
world.
Tron is a coin-operated arcade video game manufacturer. Well, yeah. I mean, even the real game and the movie, like in the.
I'm not talking about the like. I'm talking about the
Hold up,
game
hold
in
up.
the movie. Like,
What is the
God damn.
arcade game in the movie Tron?
It's just.
It's just called
it's just
Tron.
Tron.
okay, all right, yeah. Well, then that's just ridiculous.
Flynn in Flynn's arcade is the location. He opened the arcade shortly after. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's called Tron.
Interesting. Okay, I don't know where it would even get that. It just seems like such a specific thing for it to just make up. You know what I mean? All right.
So no, okay. So I looked up Space Paranoids, and it says Space Paranoids is a first-person shooter arcade game appearing and featured in 1982 movie Tron.
Ah.
Wait,
so
so-
it has
It
nothing
just
to do
appears-
with it. It just happens to
in
be
the
in the
movie.
Okay, well, at least it didn't just completely pull it out of its ass. Like I don't know where it even got that.
We could be wrong though. Maybe it's right.
No, I think maybe the
So it says
is it the game that's representing Tron in the game? Did they just put like a sticker over it or something? Like
says according to the plot, it was created by Kevin Flynn, but the code was stolen and released by Incom and the villain Ed Dillinger. In the movie, Flynn is seen playing the game in his arcade.
So it may be the game. I hate the internet, dude. All right. I hate the 80s too. All right.
all right. Question number 7. Which 1984 film features a group of kids trying to find One-Eyed Willie's treasure?
Oh, Goonies.
Hey, there we go.
Pirates.
Question number 8.
You go.
What was the name of the fictional town where the events of A Nightmare on Elm Street took place?
The town?
The town.
The fuck? Oh gosh. What's this start with?
An
Amityville.
S.
An S. It's
If you get this, I will. You're the horror movie god forever, dude.
it's It's something obvious. Like
No.
it's not. Okay.
I would never guess this if I had a million guesses, dude.
Is it?
And there's a chance it might not even be true.
Does it end in Ville?
No.
Okay.
Damn, I'm out.
It ends in wood.
Oh.
Smithwood.
Starts with an S.
Smithwood.
No.
Is it?
What?
Is it SL?
No.
Okay. I don't know then.
It's Springwood.
Never would have got that.
Of course, it might not actually be
It
Springwood. It might
is.
just be some bullshit. Okay, question number 9.
Okay.
Sorry, there's only 10 of these. Question number 9.
Believable enough for me.
Who played the iconic character of Indiana Jones in Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Harrison
Brad
Ford. Harrison Pitt, dude.
Harrison Pitt, you got it.
Fuck yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Oh, sorry, you're both wrong. It was Vin Diesel. All right. Question number 10. What futuristic sport is played in the 1989 film The Running Man?
What is the sport played? Is it rollerball? What the fuck is
Honestly, this is just another loaded question because it's not like a sport. It's like a game show, and the game show is called The Running Man. So it's like
Oh, okay.
they're playing The Running
It's
Man.
like what game do they play in the Hunger Games?
Yeah, exactly. Anyways,
Yeah.
so there you go. Thanks,
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
I like it. We got some of them, which is insane because I don't watch 80s
I'm gonna tell
movies.
it to fact check itself and just see what it does real quick.
Only 80s movies I like to involve Kurt Russell. And like I like Alien. I think Alien. Yeah, dude.
Right?
Kurt
Yeah, that's
Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Also,
Didn't he
Escape from
die super
L.A.,
young?
Escape from New York, The Thing. Like anything Kurt Russell was in was awesome. Big Trouble in Little China, classic.
I told it to fact check itself, and it literally just went through and listed all the questions it just listed, and then it was like, correct. Oh, here's one. It says the Ghostbusters one. Answer, partially correct. While Slimer is one of the ghosts they encounter, the primary antagonist ghost is Gozer.
I said it started with the G.
You did.
Fucking. Well, yeah. Was that
But
like
it
the,
is also
the demon
saying
thing?
it fact checked its own fucking the Tron thing. Hang on, let's see. It says correct. The game is called Space Paranoid.
Well, I mean, next time we know you could do that. So
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that from now on, just to make it wallow in its own shame.
okay, and just so these boys can get back to Cyberpunk. Remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on Twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast and Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast and on YouTube every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak community at dsc.gg. Check out our other video content on YouTube, and if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle I'll drop for Jamel, Brent at BrentHas1, that's the number 1, and Devin at Devondrius. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners.
Later.